Hello everyone, welcome back to Hypnospace Outlaw. We are on the third case, I believe, and we got this early, so we've got the eyeball. We can look at things we don't really need to yet. Although there is some funny stuff we can get out of it pretty soon, just for amusement's sake. Let's go ahead and open up our browser. Now, in case you don't remember what our goal today is, we are looking for extra legal commerce. We're looking for things using the Kappa Cache graphic, and we're going to tell them, hey, cut that out. Is there anything we haven't really looked at yet? We haven't really looked at the cafe, and of course, Open-Eyed is new. That is where the vast majority of our plot is going to be today. So let's have a poke around. We've taken a look at these. Chit chat for Hypnos. Now, we can't actually get anything out of this, but we can take a look at your advertisement here. Ah, yes, it's AOL Instant Messenger. Actually, it looks a little bit more like MSN Messenger, but with much more Windows 98 era button interfaces with it. I didn't use that kind of thing until the era of Windows XP. Ah, yes, Windows XP, back when those operating systems were good. Yeah, see, this software is incompatible with Hypnos Enforcer Edition. And here, well, I guess this person was not wrong. Crawls out. Yeah, some of those graphics are a little bit silly. Alright, so Aldrin's House of Sound. This is a thing that's a little bit funky. And we got someone playing some jazz bass. I do enjoy a little bit of jazz bass. And this all kind of looks like it's scans from newspapers, but we'll take a little bit more of a look down here. Hello, music lovers. Bill Aldrin here, welcoming you to the new Hypnospace version of Aldrin's House of Sound. You may be familiar with my magazine if you're from the Ojai area and frequent our music shops and clubs. If this is your first time reading Aldrin's House of Sound, I hope you find something you like here. You'll find well-researched band biographies and discographies here, as well as album and concert reviews. See, this is cut off a little bit. Chowderman and the Boys review. The infamous 1986 record that ended Eric Chowderman Hellman's career and doomed him to his present status as an alcoholic jingle composer. Alcoholic? Jesus. What? You gotta rub the salt into the wound, huh? Don't you? A little bit. Was it really that bad? It was. We'll take a look at that in a second. Lift up biography and discography. Everything you need to know about this overlooked 1970s Swedish jazz rock group. Oh, you see, he's got a little bit of it playing in the background. I guess they're probably supposed to be a little bit, like, based off of the band Nectar, maybe, which is a really obscure thing to get into, but I know that Jay Tholen, who is the main guy behind Hypnospace Outlaw, is way into the progressive rock, so he would absolutely notice some shit like that. Seepage review. A surprisingly listenable rock record from the biggest band in teen angst. The lyrics are mystifyingly bad. I love that phrasing. But Seepage's inclusion of rap is fresh and exciting. What, in 1999? Bullshit! Please note, the Hypnospace version of Aldrin's House of Sound is under heavy construction. I am working on scanning in some of my favorite articles and reviews. To be honest, I'm not an expert at making Hypnospace pages. Most of what you read here will be scanned in from the real Aldrin's House of Sound magazine. Cheers. Oh, thank you, friend. You have a nice lurk there, Mark. Enjoy your writing. All right, so what do you got about Chowderman and the Boys? That is a very cheesy-looking album cover that is made even more so by this very questionable. It's supposed to look like a newspaper print and then scan, and of course in the 90s, well, The real C. Yeah, I remember having seen that at some point. I will take a look at that. Oh, there's a little bit of broken scrolling text back there. That's fun. Looking for trouble. Chowderman and the Boys. Uninspired hard rock riffs and unconvincing masculinity. Ooh, this blur is not the easiest thing to read. Chowderman and the Boys, Looking for Trouble, Fairfield Productions, CD 1986. Chowderman, real name Eric Hellman, so we'll call him that from now on, needs no introduction. If you've caught any television over the last decade, you will no doubt recognize his yarling, mouthful of cotton rock anthems. If a mediocre TV commercial needs an uninspired rock chorus, they call Eric Hellman. Oh, God, I was about to say, I almost said Eric Helmar there. Yarling. Good word. Hopefully this trend ends soon because it's bordering on self-parody. I digress. In 1986, in the midst of one of Eric's many public alcohol-fueled meltdowns, Chowderman and the Boys recorded and released Looking for Trouble. This album's mercifully short 30-minute runtime is composed of 3 song templates. Chowderman lusts after women in horrifying detail. Chowderman is strong and can take you in a fight. Chowderman is sad about a lost love. These templates are musically expressed entirely through bland mid-tempo rock ballads. How Fairfield didn't notice that all 8 songs are nearly identical, I'll never know. The record is so bland that I was practically begging for one of Eric's notoriously bad guitar solos by the end. Not recommended. Yeah, thanks, buddy. That's putting it lightly, it sounds like. Alright, so what do you got about this group? Oh, they got a bit of a logo there. Makes me think a little bit of Magma, but not quite. Casper Sundberg, this band is on Hypnospace now. Wow, small world. Birth of Clifta. Clifta were a jazz rock group from Sweden, active between the years of 1972 and 1985. Guitarist and bandleader Casper Sundberg was the only consistent member, with the lineup changing completely after the release of B in 1975. Oh, you got a GIF in there. You didn't have that in the newspaper, did you? The Clifta story begins in December of 1971. Carl Carlson, a talent... Carl Carlson? Is it the guy from The Simpsons, whose friend is Larry Leonard? A talent scout from British jazz label Cerebellum Records signed Clifta to a 3-record deal after seeing them play at a St. Lucy's Day festival in Gothenburg. In 1972, A introduced the world to Clifta's unique blend of jazz and rock. It sold poorly in Europe, but found minor success in the US. Reviews for A were mostly positive, with critics praising Philip Grundal's violin work and Tora Allen's loud and bombastic drum performances. Clifta's 1974 keyboard-laden sophomore album B was also well received by critics, garnering praise for its 4 sprawling pieces that took listeners on a pre-Diluvian adventure. So basically, this is pretty much... I have a significant pre-release buzz in music publications. B was commercial. Yeah, so it really is just, hey, this is actually just Tales from Topographic Oceans. Wow, I get to be a huge fucking nerd right now. Awesome. Cerebellum Records, in dire financial straits themselves, released Clifta from their contract. They folded soon after. This kind of looks like something, I think. Clifta disbanded and Casper Sundberg moved to Long Beach, California in 1975 after reading about its burgeoning music scene. He found work at a recording studio there and recorded the next Clifta release piecemeal over the next 4 years. C reflected a low point in Sundberg's personal and professional life with its slow, meandering guitar work and uninspired synthesizer work. The album was self-released and only garnered attention from local media outlets. All 3 reviews of C criticized Sundberg's improvised vocal performances and the lack of discernible song structures. Since its release in 1979, C has grown a small following among committed Clifta fans, but is still commonly regarded as their worst album. The album's cold reception sent Sundberg into a spiral of depression, resulting in a 5-year period of silence. Resurrection. Ralph Jackson, a friend and colleague of Sundberg's, encouraged him to pursue a deal with QPL, a company best known for supplying TV programs with interstitial music. Excited by the prospect of bringing Clifta back, Sundberg quickly signed with QPL and began work on his next record, alongside QPL's in-house producers. Oh geez, that stitching is really bad. Casper Sundberg left the project after the first days day of recording, citing major creative differences with QPL's engineers, pardon me. Much to his further dismay, the scraps he recorded were stitched together and overdubbed by session musicians before being released in 1985 as Clifta's final record, Clifta. The album was also included in QPL's private production music library for private licensing. The whole ordeal was humiliating to Casper, who subsequently swore off music and started a career as an automotive airbrush artist in the late 80s. Ironically, royalties from the Clifta QPL track Sport Anthem would keep Sundberg from rumored financial ruin after being adopted as the official song of the National Tennis Association from 1988 to present. That track is actually a pretty catchy one. That's one that I've used as my pre-stream music off and on because I think it's pretty good. And here's some track listings. And let's go back. Let's take a look at the seepage here. Seepage review. Heavy, brooding, hybrid rock rap for the teenage set. It's easy to immediately dismiss bands that have such a blatantly manufactured facade, but to do this with Seepage would be a mistake. The group's image may not age well, but I believe that their music will be remembered as something special. Seepage's debut self-titled record is packed with inventive production. An inspired fusion of heavy riffs and hip-hop beats carry the band's anthemic choruses into the stratosphere. Most tracks are peppered with adrenaline-fueled cyber rap sections that should have every teenager in earshot pumping their tiny fists. The lyrics are not technically impressive, but they work very well given the context. They're genuine primal cries from the hearts of confused youngsters. While it's painfully obvious that Scrape Records are angling for angst-ridden teenagers, Seepage have recorded something tight, fresh, and enjoyable. Recommended. Fair enough, and the rest of this cannot be clicked on. We can see what's going on in HS Music. SCG audio software. Oh yeah, this is the soundscape generator that we didn't pick up earlier. Fascinating sounds for fascinating people. Yeah, you don't say, buddy. And here's the theme from the loading screen. The SCG soundscape generator will change the way you experience sleep time. Immerse yourself in the sounds of exotic rainforests, faraway beaches, calming eastern temples, and even fantastic alien landscapes. The SCG soundscape generator produces sounds by utilizing advanced algorithms fine-tuned to the intricacies of the human ear. The SCG soundscape generator is completely free and comes with the SCG Temple Soundscape Bank, developed exclusively for Hypnos. Please note SCG soundscapes generate sound dynamically based on your Hypnos input. After turning soundscapes on, you may not hear much initially. This is normal. Minimize soundscapes as you continue to use Hypnos. Download our free spooky soundscape bank. Ooh, and we can pay some coins to get these.
Downloading soundscape setup.
You know what? Let's grab all of it.
_spooky.
Because, honestly, why not?
Downloading SCG _mystery.
I don't know that I'm going to use that very much,
SCG
but also, why the heck not, right? Could be neat. Back here, Jazz's software reviews. Jazz's software review for high quality reviews on all the Hypnos software out there. Oh, we've heard this piece before. Jazz here. By day, I'm a software engineer at a boring company nobody cares about. By night, I'm Jazz. It's my mission to review software, both free and paid, amateur and pro, for the benefit of my lovely readers. If I'm missing anything, please chit-chat me and I'll review it as soon as possible. Note, I don't cover profane or pornographic material. Fair enough. SCG Soundscapes. Good atmospheric software with high-quality sounds. I sometimes feel like I'm falling asleep all over again because it's so soothing. Would be better if they didn't nickel and dime their users for each and every soundscape pack. 4 out of 5 shells. So going from right to left. That's confusing. April is the first of many virtual pets planned for release by Merchantsoft itself. Merchantsoft's pets are a pet project, of Dylan Merchant, the younger of the Merchant brothers. One begins to wonder if they're spending more time on this than fixing the many bugs that plague Hypnospace. I digress. Oh, I don't think that's what's being worked on so much, but fair enough. April is a cute flying hamster pet with angel wings. You're charged with making sure that April stays happy and healthy by petting, feeding, and cleaning up after her. Not my cup of tea, but younger audiences will love it. 3 out of 5 shells. About Jazz. Are you in a... that's a separate page. We'll check that in a second. Are you a Democratic Socialist in or around Akron, Ohio? If so, chit-chat me because I'm moving there soon and I'd love to get a little group together. Our group here in the Bay Area is lovely and I'm going to miss them dearly. Professor Helper. This program is pure junk. It doesn't even help. It's designed to fool naive citizens into downloading it and then shows them ad after ad after ad. Said ads are all tied to some sort of weird payment system. Avoid this program. Yeah, that's basically what we thought. Oh yeah, see, it's for real. Mentioned that earlier. Earth Circle. Is this okay, yeah, so it's got Artie in there. Tech Club is a pretty big one. HS Lifestyles. That's only you, Jazz. It's again supposed to imply that Jazz is LGBT in some form or another. Just taking a little rest hiatus because Hypnospace was making me too darn tired during the day. We'll update before Christmas, I hope. Ciao, my loves. Alright, so what do you got? That's Chit Chat. Is there anything else there? There's Tech Club. There's viewing Gearhead Greg's page, which we'll take a look at in a moment. Actually, I guess we didn't really get a look at any of Jazz's profile here, right? Jazz here, short for Jasmine. I'm a Mexican-American software engineer from San Francisco who has recently just taken a position in Ohio, so I'll be moving there soon. I look forward to my new life there. I don't have a way to put my photo on a computer yet, but if you're curious, here's some 5-shell art of me that my talented niece Giselle made using my PC on her first try. Oh, that's adorable. Alright, Reggie Paul, your bud Reggie55. Okay, yeah, so this is the one that's a big mess. We got some sub-pages here that we can take a look at. Proud of my boys in the army, yeah, here. No offense to you all, but I'm not a communist. Said, if you don't know what these are, your teens dead. Oh yeah, the T-nubs, we've seen that before. Free shonking. 12 weeks, I tell you. Later, oh man. That is definitely pretty alarming. Anniversary trip photos. Oh, it's a cute dog. Woodworking tips, huh? Yeah, I see Reggie Paul is having some serious issues here. Pretty new carpentry and working with wood, but I've learned a few handy tips that can help. So it looks like that's probably not in here anywhere. Columbus's page. Ah, yes, Columbus the dog. Again, cute dog. The upside down mailbox. That's something, all right. Where do you begin to talk about yourself? Well, I have 3 kids. They're all grown now. They're about grown now. I do woodworking, just little things like chairs and steps. Trying to redo my porch because rotting away. Yeah, of course, a lot of it is just absolutely covered up. Nice golf ball, by the way. Took me a second to realize that was a golf ball and not an Ozma. I can understand why the dumpster made fun of that poor man. Cannot figure out how to run the page builder. Alright, so here's Tamara Speaks. This is the homepage of Tamara Frost. Find my poetry and spoken word sound art here.
Zones. Places for people to feel the same. Places for people to feel different. all their own, on their own, together.
Now, let's take a look at that full
in the middle,
thing. Yeah.
between
Gets
the
pretty long.
angry
It's
spaces that say I do not belong. I am seen. I am special. I am not alone. I belong every place, everywhere, just like you.
The homepage of Sound Artist,
We are
interpreter,
all
dancer, and poet
heroes.
Tamara Frost. Have a
Together.
seat. Couch is spinning too fast. I can't. It's a flip-flop record executives. Check out my friend Kev J's music demos. I'm not allowed to link to his page because of some freelance rule. But his zone is
Places for people
Starport
to feel
Castle
seen.
Dream Station.
Places for people to feel different.
Oh, I see you're having a bit of an issue
all
there,
their
huh?
own, on their own,
Table of contents.
together. I have a place
mouth.
in the middle.
Take a look here.
They tell me it's a blue moon. Red
Oh,
through my window,
redmoon.aud.
my sheets,
Downloading Tamara
Zones.aud.
flashes of red across
Downloading
my pillow.
Tamara Zones.
They tell me to fear.
Not really my bag, but hey, let's grab the files because they're
They're
free.
Lollipop, candy, clear and sweet, like cherry.
I enjoy the.
I see a ball
I'm trying to
hanging
pick up like
in
everything I
beautiful
can,
slow
basically.
motion,
Go
just
to
long enough
your
for everyone
page,
to see.
see both poems.
I see the balloon I
We're in my
lost so long
apartment
ago.
when the neighbors aren't home.
Taking
Fair
the
enough. New
flight
music coming
always
soon.
deserved.
Here's Pete Cool
I
Punk
see a
reading.
red
More to
moon.
come. Can we go here now? Yeah, because. Well, we're sort of cutting ahead a little bit for that one, so we'll come back to this later.
They
I believe.
Zones.
From the pen, written
They
poetry.
tell me it's a blue moon. Red through my window, my sheets, slashes of
People
red
to feel the
across
same,
my
places
pillow.
for people to feel
They tell me to
different.
feel.
Yeah.
But I don't have
I mean,
to.
fair enough.
I see lollipop, candy, clear and sweet, like cherries. I see a ball hanging in beautiful slow motion, just long enough for everyone to see. I
This
see the
one's
balloon
pretty
I
nice. I
lost
like the
so long ago.
I like
Taking
the
the
background
flight always
ambience to
deserved.
this.
I see
Oh,
a
I see.
red
Here's one that
moon,
hasn't been recorded
and it
yet.
can be anything I want it to be. And it can be anything I want it to be. And it can be anything I want it to be. And it can be anything I want it to be. And it can be anything I want it to be. They tell me it's a blue moon.
Same with Biloxi.
Red through my
That took me
window,
out of that for a
my
second.
sheets, slashes of red across
Wait,
my pillow. They tell me to fear.
A mental image for sure.
Zones. Places for people to
Poetry.
feel
Oh
the
yeah,
same.
that's right. We haven't seen this one.
Places for people to feel
present day
different.
telephone sales rep, future
their own.
renowned poets.
On their own. Together.
Hello everyone. If you've come this
have a
far, I
place
guess you
in the
want to
middle.
learn more about me. Where to
Between the
begin?
angry spaces that say I do not
This
belong.
last May, I graduated from college with a degree in
I am
English Lit.
special.
I haven't had much luck finding a job yet because, to be honest,
I
I'm not very
belong every
interested in
place,
academia.
everywhere, just
No
like
one
you.
seems to be hiring famous poets
We
at
are
this
all
time.
heroes.
Well, that is a pretty specific job description, so I'm surviving by cold calling businesses to set appointments for an overpriced fax machine salesperson to come pitch them. I know every rebuttal by
Zones.
heart. If you know how to
Places for
get your
people to feel
poems
the
accepted
same.
by mags/journals,
Places for
please
people to
chit-chat
feel
me.
different.
Multiple
All their
pleases.
own. On their own.
23
Together.
years old.
I have a place in the middle.
Having terrible luck right now. So that is all we can see in the cafe for the time being. Let's head out and go to Open-Eyed. Nice graphic. Interested in esoteric spirituality, alternative medicine, and deep truths? Open-Eyed is for you. This is a non-judgmental zone for all free thinkers. And some other confusing stuff, I'm sure. Look out, Maestro. On this way that leads to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Ooh, that's some garish, looking stuff here. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaming lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. 150,000 people die every day. One day it will be you. Do you know where you will end up? in a box somewhere. Notice, Lookout Ministries does not choose to be a part of the open-eyed zone and has kindly requested that our page be relocated to Good Time Valley. Of course you did. I will not remake the whole thing. We do not agree with the things they allow in here. How to be saved. Squisher's deception. Oh, you guys. I remember evangelicals freaking out about Pokemans. Well, that page doesn't work, huh? How to be saved. What do you got for us? You like to be saved? Yeah. Oh, well, that was really easy. Congratulations, you are now a part of the family of God. You are brothers with Christ and a true child of... Well, if I just had a really large monitor, I wouldn't even need to do any work, I guess. Well, wait, no. Hypnospace, no monitors, never mind. Alright, Squisher's deception. What kind of goofy shit do you guys hear? Princes of the mist thereof are like wolves ravening the prey to destroy souls to get dishonest gain. Oh yeah, you guys are making up a bunch of weird things here. I guess we're... Wait, are we looking down a little further than we intended to? No, this is still a Lookout Ministries thing. The wolf Squishers. Bible warns about wolves many times. There's wolves in real life too, you know? Besides, this thing is kind of like a crocodile head going on, which I guess is kind of creepy. And this hand at the back tail? It laid hold on this dragon, old serpent, which is the devil and Satan. Oh, there's a great gif. Hang on a second. More convincing to use a serpent for kids to play with. Wow, how dare snakes exist, right? Jesus, you are shit. The snake's eye very clearly drawn to look like the Egyptian third eye or the eye of Horus. This eye supposedly grants its viewers sight that transcends good and evil, meaning that the snake is teaching our kids that good and evil do not exist. No, it's not. It's just a fucking eye. You weirdos. Who else tried to erase good and evil? I'll give you a hint. Satan did in the garden in his serpent form. And the serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die, for God knows that in the day eat of it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. And we're not through yet. This gets even sillier. Take a closer look at this popular giraffe squisher. I guess it does kind of look like a giraffe. There's no way this funny-looking creature can carry a hidden message, can it? I'll let you see for yourselves, as it's just a pentagram just drawn terribly on top of... Wow, a star shape exists. Wow. Not so cute anymore, is it? No. That's right, pentagrammic markings are on your kids' toys. How this happen when a generation grows up without the Lord? What do you expect? We were so busy having nice little pageants and school plays that we forgot God. Now this rebellious generation is in charge and we're reaping what we have sown. This site's too real. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of disturbing how well people remember this. These people make the popular cartoons and movies and design the toys for our children and grandchildren. If you think these people have your kids' best interests at heart, think again. At best, they are unwilling servants of Satan. At worst, they are card-carrying members of the occult. There's a lot more where this came from. We're just getting started, and there's no link to anything further, so apparently you're full of shit. Oh, sorry. Angels in the Bible do not look like cute little girls with halos and something. Yeah, I've heard of the biblical angels and what they look like. You don't gotta tell me. The magic orb. The magic orb knows all. Oh, that's some annoying music. It's a good font, though. This one, not this one. Ask the orb. That's right. We can ponder this orb, and we can... it's basically a magic 8-ball. We can ask it a question, and it'll tell us a non-answer. Raise your query with eloquence, please. Wow, okay. Fucking rude. You're an orb. The opposite is true. The opposite oh my god. I haven't seen all these responses in a bit. Maybe. Yeah, that one's pretty straightforward. Not likely. Games in their backlog this year? Okay, let's ask that one. Will Delia attempt to get to the games in their backlog this year? The opposite is true. Well, I guess we're up shit creek. I'm going to be playing the same game over and over again. Actually, I did consider... I have my TV set up and I have the Switch attached. I did consider going and playing that Fire Emblem game for Switch, which I've had for... I'm pretty sure I bought that last year. As in, like, over a year ago. Got it for a decent price, too, on eBay, all considered. And I've been like, maybe I should play that. And then I just keep not getting around to doing anything useful. Well, Mole Mania, the opposite is true. I don't know what that's supposed to tell you, but it tells you something, apparently. Gus's Temple of Serenity. Enter my temple and stay a while, won't you please? Some nice calming music. Welcome to Gus's Temple of Serenity. I'm Gus. I enjoy the name Gus, that's all. Temple offers people of all faiths and creeds a virtual place of their own to experience true peace. Come and meditate with us or just enjoy the wondrous sights and sounds before you. Mystery Maker's looking... Shit. Serenity Tower is the main attraction. Go there to visit one of our many meditation rooms. The bazaar is where one may purchase my handcrafted digital goods. The Visits Center offers... The Visits Center offers information about me and the history of the temple. Free background of the month. Eternal Dawn of Prayer by Gus. You know what? I don't want a free wallpaper, even if I would never use something like that. Should I play Myst on this channel? I mean, I played Myst. I think I first played Myst on stream several years ago before I was, like, even remotely serious about this shit, but I could do that, and people would probably be like, I really don't get this. And I'd be like, well, gee, you know, it's really hard to explain sometimes why it's a thing that I think is really great. Let's go take a look at the bazaar. You'll watch almost anything? Well, fair enough. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Purchase a premium wallpaper, the celestial duality of music. This is a fantastic image. Find my Where is the Lonely Traveler. I was fully expecting this to be, you know, RMT.
Celestial Duality.
Offering Parade 2017. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, I probably should, like, try to remember to pick up some of the free games. They had Daemon X Machina on there for free a couple of months ago. Which, like, first of all, one, I didn't know Daemon X Machina had a PC port until literally that point. And two, Daemon X Machina is basically, like, the spiritual successor of the Armored Core series. I'm still sitting here hoping that one day FromSoft is like, oh hey, that's a franchise we used to make, and decides to make one of those instead of the 80 millionth Souls game. And I would... Anyway, yeah.
Please return to your post.
Relax, Skullman. I'm trying to tell a story here. Yeah, so that's a thing. I found out about that, like, right after the promotion ended, and I was like, oh, what, really? And then I was disappointed. Hi, I'm Gus. If you're new to the Temple of Serenity, you've come to the right place. Here you can learn more about me, what I do, and ways you can get in touch with me. I'm a single dad with 2 beautiful children. All about Gus, married or single and looking. Likes spirituality, meditation, good conversation, romance, healing techniques, computerized artwork, and world music. Religion, omnism. All religions are beautiful in their own ways. Well, okay, buddy. I wonder how long that would hold up in a conversation. But I digress. Alright, so what's going on in the Serenity Tower? Prayer chamber portal. Reconstruction for Sherry. Mystery portal under construction. Interesting. Damp rooms in an old temple. There are portals that transport to realms beyond the imagination, detected only by the spirits. Oh, are these like... Oh god, it really is like Myst. Come to think of it. Or like... If not necessarily Myst, then this is definitely reminiscent of... There were a lot of companies that tried to do stuff like that was not quite like Myst and was a little bit less coherent. Like, I'm thinking of Drowned God in particular is one that I'm pretty sure was along those lines. Made by the company Inscape, who also, strangely enough, did games based on the projects that they were, and by based on, I mean they involved the musical groups The Residents and Devo. I've heard that the Devo adventure game is pretty shit, by the way, unfortunately, but very interesting, nevertheless, that that's a thing. All on a journey, there is no destination, only a beginning you choose. Start your journey through the Serenity Temple, or simply feel free to gather strength from the positive energy here by this mailbox. Meditate and rest, you're A-okay. We can continue to rotate the tower. The Serenity Gazebo holds a number of glorious creations, dancing silver bunnies and fawns of blue rubies rimmed with green, transcendental masters with wisdom from days gone past, a tree of marmalade and peanut butter. You can take a picnic here or just watch the stars beneath the gazebos, canopy. This spot is great for meditation too. It's all okay with me. I'm just glad you're here. Hey, you know what, Gus? You seem like an okay dude. The statues could probably use a little bit of not being quite so rusted, though. The garden's got a band. Cherubs of stone. Oh, they're stone. Never mind. Inlaid with marble veins. Play all the latest hits and neat music, and even the oldies too, for folks that enjoy that. Your journey is endless, so it helps to carry that music with you in your spirit and your ears. Chit-chat me and I'll let you know how it's going. I'm so glad you're joining me today. The Golden Gargantuan, the first and greatest of the old souls. He watches over the temple, guiding and keeping the many friends inside safe. Friends like you. Smiley face. This guy seems very agreeable, but I also kind of get this vibe of like he's probably done something really terrible too. Oh god, Professor Helper for Hypnos. Oh Jesus. Oh boy. Excerpt from Bach's Concerto in F in the Italian manner. Your friendly computer expert now for Hypnos. Fast, easy, convenient, and completely free. When it came to Hypnos and Hypnospace, I was so far behind the times I thought I'd never learn. Sound familiar? Do you have trouble getting around in the digital world? If you've been putting off learning how to use Hypnos and Hypnospace, now is your chance. For a limited time, we're offering our award-winning Professor Helper software for free. Click here to download and install Professor Helper for Hypnos. Use of this software constitutes agreements to the Helpful Enterprises Terms of Service. This grants Helpful Enterprises full license to collect and share anonymized information with authorized partners. This data may include, but is not limited to, user hardware, software, browsing data, page creation, deleted files, marital status, marital doubts, and preferred cleaning products. This data may be shared with government entities in relevant situations. What fucking relevant situation is there going to be for the government to know about my preferred cleaning products? This data may be used to suggest commercial products relevant to user interests. This data may be used to refine optional recommendations. System inputs may be used to improve Professor Helper. Copyright 1995 Helpful Enterprises services. Inputs may also be used to create future programs, services, and subscriptions relevant to Helpful Enterprises users. Please note that a full uninstallation of Professor Helper is only possible upon paying an uninstallation assistance fee of 33 Hypnocoin. Helpful Enterprises is not affiliated with Kappa Cash LLC and should not be treated as such within legal contexts. We have to do this, unfortunately.
Downloading Professor Helper.
Well, at the very least, we don't have to install it as soon as we download it, I guess. So we can take a look at the rest of this. Secrets uncovered. Do not scroll down my page unless you are ready to read classified info from Rod's anti-government page. Who has a scanner? Yeah, that's a good question. Secrets uncovered. Yeah, you got that. Got a slightly creepy looking hand coming out of there. Do not scroll down the page unless you are ready to read the universe's biggest secrets. There is no going back. If you think you are ready to find out for yourself, keep right on scrolling. Just a little farther. Do not pass to this point unless you know you are 100% ready to see this. Secrets coming soon, page under construction. If anyone knows how to put pictures from your computer onto Hypnospace, let me know. I need to put my photos on my site. Technical difficulties, check back soon, sorry. Again, I like the wood sawing thing. What a riot. Right, Sherry heals. Do you need spiritual or physical healing? Sherry is here for you. So, this is the person that Gus is into, huh? Alda Gallo, right? Psychic healing and life force rejuvenation for low prices. Sherry heals. Proven healing techniques from world-renowned spiritual guru Sherry Claire. That's not your name at all. You probably should see about having that be a little different on your profile. Sherry's healing page. Sherry has had over 30 years of spiritual and physical healing experience and has consulted with world leaders, celebrities, and everyday people like you all over the globe. Over 30 years, huh? Oh, she's 62. I thought she was in her 40s. And she lives in New Jersey. So we're going to consult Sherry now. We'll take a look at that in a second. Healing and love spells, demon and ghost exorcism. She takes an open, non-judgmental approach to serving her clients. If you are in need of healing, don't wait. Read exorcism client testimony here. Individual results may vary from person to person. 18 plus. Unfortunately, I don't have that many viewers, so I guess I'm stonewalled. No, it's age. And believe it or not, I am of that age. Hello, my name is Gus Parker, and I want to testify to how amazing Sherry's services are. I had a program with a demon knocking on my door at 2 a.m. every night. Our whole family was terrified. Sherry helped both us and the spirit find peace. Here's a picture my daughter drew of the spirits. We had a seance through chit chat and it immediately made contact with Sherry. It identified itself as Smolder Boulder the Demon. No, I will not go, not until you contact me 25 more times, it said. So we had 25 more seances in the coming weeks, and finally the spirit left. Not only does Sherry know how to get demons to leave your house, but she's great to talk to. I would like to say that we're pretty good friends now. I'm so glad we met. Gus Parker. Alright, let's hear your story, Sherry. It's that same drawing. Welcome, I started my career as a psychic and healer 30 years ago, but I've been developing my abilities since the young age of 8. One day, on a visit to a department store with my mother, I fell from a balcony and became unconscious. Excuse me for yawning, I didn't get the greatest sleep last night. In my dream, I saw a bright light and heard an angelic voice, and immediately upon waking up, I knew I was different. Need answers? If so, then it's time to get the accurate answers you deserve. The truth from a God-gifted master psychic. I've been solving impossible cases and have been performing miracles throughout the world for 30 plus years. I'm honest and accurate and have yet to fail a case. It sounds like a load of bunk, but let's find out about your consultation here. If you'd like a consultation, please make a small deposit of 33 Hypno coins. And I'll message you a link to my services page. This is not a scam. This is just a safety measure due to Hypnospace making unfair rules about taking money that isn't their fake Hypno coin. Well, we're running a little bit low on cash, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. I guess. Alright, consultation with Sherry. So, I guess this is probably from a machine here. Thank you for the deposit. With a 100% success rate, you are sure to find the piece you're seeking after investing in my services. Hope to communicate with you soon. Alright, show me what kind of bullshit you're trying to peddle here. Multiple plans available for you to choose from. If you don't see what you like, send me a message. 20-minute healing chit-chat session. I'm curious. Software you're attempting to access was not found in the system. Gotcha. Alright, so immediately, where's my extra legal commerce? It's right here. Give me some coins back, please. Custom love spell. Ooh, that's a little bit... That's the sort of thing that comes off as a little bit slimy. Let's go ahead and bonk that. Get paid. Candle lit for you or a loved one, $9.99. Yeah, once again. Sorry, I do not accept Hypnocoin at this time because it cannot be exchanged for real money. You know, fair enough. You gotta pay your bills and all that. I get it. Yeah, you are eligible for flagging, so... Flag and...
You got Hypno mail.
Go back. We get mail from... Missed one or more, maybe. Also, hi, I'm Dylan. Yeah, I noticed the dispatch sent you the Kappa Cache thing. You've already found a few, but we're detecting Kappa Cache usage still and don't really know where it's coming from. I mean, I could go digging and probably find it myself really quick, but that's why you're here, right? I mean, not being lazy either. It's just that I'm working hard on a few sweet new features for the new year that will blow your socks off. Yeah, okay. Dylan, P.S. Me and an intern, our security team, haha, are the only people running the HSPD dispatch stuff right now, so expect to hear from me every now and then. Why are you telling me that, man? Come on. Alright. Cases. I want to see what the progress on this is. Report violations found 3 of 4, so... I'm sure that there's probably some more that we can dig out as well. Oh, I've seen the new TCG ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! There's some funny shit going on there, that's for sure. Steve Guy. Oh, Steve Guy's got a Net Settler page, huh? Yeah, so Steve Guy's page is broken, but... Oh, I was gonna say, can we at least grab his rocks? Which sounds really terrible. But... no good, folks. Tall Green, fact or fiction? Everything you thought you knew about Tall Green is wrong. Or is it? Let's find out here what this thing is. I've seen him. This is a good gif, by the way. Myth, legend, fact. Whether you're a skeptic or believer, skeptic spelled the British way, you can't deny that there is something people have witnessed, and yes, even video recorded, near Lake Rosalie. To say they're lying would be to throw out years of evidence, testo money, and true encounters. Read on if you are ready. Video recorded sighting. 1989, Louisiana. Look very closely. Oh, is that just a dude in a Grinch outfit? So does the guy, like, disappear behind the tree? Yeah, the other dude just disappears behind the fucking tree. That's some not horrible editing, all considered. Catch that look closer here. Maybe this will help. Any questions? Did Ant think so? truth about Trennis. All about the original Trennis that the sports leagues don't want you to know about, and the brilliant mind behind it. Alright, what are you going on about, weirdo? Oh, hey, it's his music. Think you know Trennis? Think again. Aurora Stone, yeah. You know who this man is? Of course you don't, but you should. This man, Harry Whiskers Stone, is my great-great-great-great-great-great uncle, and the real inventor of the game we know as Trennis today. The famous Trennis court design that everyone knows is a stolen bastardization of a design Whiskers made way back in the late 1800s. A group of investors saw potential in my uncle's brilliant game after watching he and his friends play on a court he made with his own two hands, leaving him with a broken heart and an empty wallet. Read on to learn about the original Trennis. Yeah, Yatagarasu is back in because I would not think that it is quite as gross nowadays in terms of being able to be... Basically, I'm just saying I don't see it locking people down as badly anymore right now. The original Trennis wasn't called Trennis at all, it was called Tennis. It was also informally called Stickle for a short time. And rather than being played on a circular court with 3 participants, it was played on a much more sensible rectangular court with 2 participants. There was no center grabber either, just the 2 people playing. Who knows what could have been if the real original game Tennis was allowed to flourish. If you would like to invest in restoring my uncle's brilliant game to its rightful place in culture, please contact me. We are currently interviewing interested investors. Credits, thank you to Gearhead Greg for helping me to locate the Trennis song, and Casper Air Graphics for giving me the permission to use it. Well, that's real neat of them. And lastly, let's get a look at Zared, Celestial Reflection here. Celestial Reflection, the latest record from, pronounced Zared, pardon me, award-winning composer and Earth Haze pioneer, is now available in stores nationwide. An exclusive Hypnospace digi-release version of the album may be purchased for 33 Hypno coins, as usual. Celestial Reflections digi-release includes 6 selections from the full album, as well as an exclusive Hypnos desktop background. Celestial Reflection, yes, understanding Earth Link, it's a globe thing. New Life Awakens, Agent of Peace. We'll come back to this in a moment, because unfortunately we have to go down. We have to go install Professor Helper. What you do is on Phantom of Chaos to copy one of the monsters. Yeah, I would imagine that that's definitely not as big of a thing as people would, no. Go away, Professor Helper. We're going to put this over here for a moment and wait for him to load back up. Oh, did you stop?
Hello there.
Oh, there
I'm
we go.
Professor Helper.
I see your get that thing away from me. Want a hand with that? This is the main reason why I wanted the eyeball this early, is because I really wanted to show off this message, because frankly, this is one of the funniest parts of the entire game for me. It's just showing the eyeball to Professor Helper and it goes, get that thing away from me! Like, it's really, really offended by it.
Here, try this.
Yeah, so it just sends us a weird advertisement. Click here to claim your free cruise. Oh god, my browser is absolutely losing its shit. Mr. Helper here. Allow me to introduce you to a friend. I think they can help. Professor Helpful's other helpful friends. Reddit report by clicking the Buy Now button. You've already come this far, don't miss out. Buy now with Kappa Cash. Okay, so this is what we were looking for with the Professor Helper, although I'm pretty sure there's some more
Professor Helper here, ready to help.
bits and pieces here that we can give me your money. Alright, what else you got,
Great.
Buster? 50,000 survival kit, huh? Only $49.95. I believe there's another there's a third ad that we can get from the Professor Helper. The ZZ ad here.
You've got Hypno Mail.
Don't know how grabbable that is. Anyway, we're going to have offended Adrian Merchant here because of course we are. Oh hey, look, I still have the shit. Add Dylan forward. Dylan, we need to get rid of Kappa Cash, but Professor Helper is okay to stay. We are talking to people there to make a deal and get them to break away from their Kappa Cash partnership. I'll update you all soon.
Important message received.
Can be
Hello
good
there,
for
I'm Professor Helper.
_00688325B.
Here, try this.
You are a winner.
I'll see this all in a second.
You
P.S.
win.
Like I said, get all the Kappa. Not good, but not Professor Helper. He's okay. Alright, this one. Wow, this is so relaxing. Don't click on that link because this is, like I said, this is sort of introducing the next case. Can we? We can't flag Professor Helper
Hello
yet.
there,
Gotcha.
I am Professor Helper.
You're lost in thought.
Great.
Okay, show me the other
This should
fucking
help you.
ad, because there's a third ad that I can. Yeah, and apparently the game just
Important
wants me to
message
RNG
received
it a
from
little
Dylan.
bit. Alright, yeah, so Dylan's gonna tell me, hey,
Professor Helper
that's...
here,
Don't
ready
click
to
that.
help.
Yeah.
Here, try this.
Hey all, if you get a link to True Tranquility, do not
Important
open it.
message
Auto
received
installs
from dispatch.
a virus. It's coming from an account with no headband ID, so we can't track it. If you did install it, use HypnoCure to clear it out. The virus itself won't hurt your system, it's just gross. It also replaced my Hypnospace page with a weird gory picture thing. Hopefully no one saw that while it was up. We're getting the virus page taken down as soon as possible, but you enforcers might have to hunt down the nasty pics if this was sent to normal citizens, and not just Merchant Soft. HSPD will send case soon. Blah, blah, blah. He wants to do a thing. So we'll take
Downloading
a look
shock
at
image example.
illegal content notice regarding disturbing images that may be in any zone. Please look for violations and utilize your enforcement tool to report and remove them. Looks like a few citizen pages were hacked by that same True Tranquility guy. While you can comb through every single page to check for the images you're looking for, you might want to start by investigating the hacker first. Hackers like this are always bragging or posting serial killerish cat and mouse games with hints. I would love to go hunting for nasty shock images, but I have a lot of programming to finish today.
Helper.
Plus, that's why we pay you, sort of. Har har.
Great, this should help you.
The image isn't quite illegal, but we're going to categorize it as such for this case. I've attached a blurry screenshot of what the thing looks like on my page and added Cool Punk Paradise to your assigned zones. Thanks, Chief. Alright, so I think we can close this case.
Wow, Delia. Looks like you're doing a great job at dealing with the bad guys.
Alright, so where's my uninstall button here?
Hello there, I'm Professor Helper. Well, bye then.
And watch Professor Helper uninstall. There we go. Any thoughts on the... Well... I think I need you to repost it because I went to scroll back up through my message history at the end of the stream and I couldn't go that high. People were too active that time, I guess. Are you sure you want to uninstall Professor Helper? This may be a mistake. Proceed. Just do it. Professor Helper has been mostly removed from your system. Thanks, Dick. Anyway. Yeah, so we should probably hit this, and we should remove that Wave Hello virus real quick. Send it via Whisper. Alright, I'll take a look at it when I am on a main Twitch page again, I guess. Anyway, so... as I said last time, now we're on case number 4. And in order to get our answers for that one, and I'm going to be digging through here again in a bit to try and find the rest of those squishers, because we didn't get all of them last time. But more to the point, we have to go browse through Timogeddon's True Tranquility shit in order to figure out what's going on with that. To do things a little more easily. Virtual pet tips. Oh, that's in Hypnospace Central, so we're not going to be able to find a squisher there. That's a shame. Actually, spinning planets. Did I forget one here somewhere? Probably. Counselor Ronnie's place. Sure, I check every page of this, right?
Drugs make you experiment, amethyst, Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty.
You've got
Oh, there's
Hypno
one.
Mail.
Yeah, Hypno Mail. Well, we'll check that out in a second. Okay, so I think that's actually both of the ones that we didn't get, so we should be getting the rest of our stuff for the Squishers promotion. Alright, inbox. Oh, here we go, yeah. Deep into the deep. We'll check that in a second. And we get a music video.
Squisher Trap.
Hey there, Delia. Looks like you found all 10. Just found your all 10 hidden Squishers creatures. Wow, you are truly a Squishers hero. Your reward, the official Squishers rap music video, is attached to this message. Congratulations. Thank you. Hello, dear sir or madam, please help my dream. I am neither of those, but thank you anyway. Warmest greetings to you, Delia. From when I was a young child, I have always dreamed of becoming a treasure hunter and explorer of the seas. Unfortunately, my parents fell ill when I was but a child, and I was sent to a foster home. I did not receive the education needed to pilot a ship or submarine, so I have worked as a ladder store clerk for my whole life. I am not one to beg, but an opportunity from a wealthy stranger has presented itself to me. If I am able to raise 10,000 Hypno coin, the stranger will fully fund me and a team to go out on a submarine expedition this December. To which all I can say is, "Wat, this isn't real money." It's like when you see those Twitter things and it's like, oh, well, if this gets, 50,000 likes or whatever, they said they'll give me this money. I guess it'd have to be what it would be, right? Please respond by November 27 by donating to my cause or my dream will be dashed. Kindest regards and God bless, Dimitri S. Jackson. Donate to my submarine trip here. Let's take a look at this. Explore the ocean for treasure and you will not be sorry. Warmest greetings to you. When I was a child, it was my dream. So I went to a foster home and could not afford to continue to university. After I never explore the seas. However, something has happened. If I collect 10,000 HC, a wealthy stranger has pledged to fund a treasure hunting expedition on a boat and submarine with a crew. I have studied maps and journals for many years, and I believe I know where to find treasures beyond your wildest imaginings. If I find this treasure, I will surely share it, and you will partake in a 10% stake in our earnings. Click the button below to donate and help us achieve our goal. Thank you and God bless, Dimitri S. Jackson. Amount donated, 1,800. Amount needed. Wait a second. Wait just a second. Amount donated, 1,800. Amount needed, 200. Is 2,000. This dude needs to collect 10,000 Hypno coin. This is a shenanigan of some kind, isn't it? I know that this actually unlocks a thing if you do it, but we'll handle that later. Anyway. Shock images. That's what we're after. So As I explained last time, we basically unintentionally sort of started to look a little bit at that True Tranquility thing. And the rock star is our old buddy Chowderman. So let's take a look at the Cruncher homepage, and we'll get a look at what we're...
Guess who's back? I know you missed me. Crunch is here. There ain't no way you're gonna forget me.
Wait, is there a...
I'm ready to...
There we go, yeah. So we get this horrifying looking thing with the creepy music and the sensory abuse. And so we need to go in here and we need to find our illegal or profane activity. Because legally speaking, there's a profane image. And there we go. Now we're back to having Chowderman here. Well, you know what? Let's take a brief break from that and let's read some Chowderman stuff here. Alright, so what do you got for your merchandise here? Let's pause that. Man, there's a lot of stuff here that we can pick up. Let's go ahead and grab these. I think
Downloading Chowderman _ I am the Chowderman.
that we're not
Downloading
going
Chowderman
to...
_ the Chowderman's hotel room. Downloading Chowderback.
Basically, what I'm saying is that I think if we put off doing the guy's submarine thing for a little bit, we'll be able to we'll still be able to donate after a point when we're going to be in much better shape for having money. Ask the Chowderman. Are you really bringing the Chowdercopter to Coolfest 99? I thought you had to give it up after you went bankrupt a few years ago. Excuse me. Hey, Pete. Yes, I did get rid of it, but the Chowderman needs his copter, so I got it back. And yes, you will be able to ride with me on it if you win the sweepstakes. Are you just dumb, or do you think cool punks are actually fans? They're making fun of you, dude. That's not what it says in my fan mail. Chowderman's music is for everyone, which is why I'm doing songs for big, huge companies. They know the people want more chowder. Get off my page if you don't like it, loser. Loser. You still have a drinking problem? Been sober for 6 months now, though I do cheat every once in a while. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's really you running the page? This is awesome. It's all Chowderman, baby, coming at you live in Hypnospace. So yeah, not as much to this as I thought there would be, but that's okay. Made for a nice little breakup in the proceedings. Let's go ahead and explore this page for a bit, even though, if I recall correctly, there's nobody else on here that we have to drop the hammer on for the shock images. So, again, something to break things up. Snow Joke Collective. So chill of Grace Peak Cola Company to actually listen to us. I am done with Cyber Worlds. If you're not into the culture of cool punk, you might be skeptical, but to me, the Coolfest 99 announcement says it all. Grace Peak gets it. Grace Peak may be a big company, but it is run by people. Whoever those people are, they obviously get what cool punk is about. Not only that, but they helped get Freezer signed to Esotonic, a respected independent record label, and are even setting him up with his own concert and helped him release a single. Like, cool punk is on the radio. Take a look at this. Verified Hypnospace community leader. I've been chosen as the cool punk community leader. I can now report problems to the Hypnospace police people. If you have any issues, let me know. So what do you got going on here? HSM online music label specializing in cool punk. Descriptions are written by the artists themselves. Contact them. So we can grab some free music on here that's probably going to be a little bit questionable quality.
Downloading Sneo Worth and Rods.
I see November's belly. This one doesn't have any showman. Sorry, people. It's very cool punk, though. CP Cold Snap. Xmaz melody.
Downloading cold snap underscore xmaz.
These are work in progress songs. Of course, they are mostly done. If you don't like it, it's because you don't know what real cool punk is. Wow, you sound like a real winner. Listen to them at least 10 times each, or else you won't get it. They are musically complex songs, and new cool punks will understand. I mean, not for nothing, but this particular style, I mean, this song is okay, but the rest of it so far is not hitting the spot for me. What you got here? Freezer. Is cool punk. Freezer out in the open. You wanted it, now you've got it. Freezer has returned. The once aloof genius has stepped into the spotlight and will be on tour soon. Click to purchase a limited Hypnospace exclusive release of single Chill It Right, featuring bonus B-side Icy Girl and a rare exclusive Hypnos background. Well, if it's rare, I guess I've gotta.
Freezer Chill It.
Having a Freezer Icy World once again, because the cool punk prodigy is back, a new single, pardon me. Chill It Right. Chill It Right combines Freezer's computerized dance sounds that cool punks can't get enough of, but adds slick power pop choruses that will stick in your head for days. Chill It Right represents a big step for cool punk. It's cold, it's catchy, it's real. Get with it or freeze over. Mark Ello, producer, Esotonic Records. Freezer, Chill It Right, Icy Girl, and Chill It Right. Your jersey of Esotonic Records. Yeah, we've seen this company's page before, I believe. There's Fan Diary. Let's face it, Freezer is a mysterious fellow. Who is he? Where did he come from? Is he single? Take a peek at these diary entries to learn more about the boy behind the myth. October 31st, Halloween party. Going to a Halloween party tonight. Guess who I'm dressing up as? That's right, Showman. Well, I see you there. Love, Jan Freezer Wolf. Are you ever going to make real cool punk music again? Henry, my man, where have you been? I just released an awesome cool punk single and people are loving it. Plus, I invented cool punk, so don't I have a say if it evolves a little? Love, Jan Freezer Wolf. So that didn't tell us a whole lot, but I guess this dude is sort of the progenitor and is sounding a little bit different, and some people are not necessarily the most pleased with it. It's cool punk anyway. It all started around Christmas of 1998. Jan Wolf, Freezer's real name, was on break from school for the holidays and was very, very bored. He found an old acapella means voice only, tape recording of the Grace Peak Cola theme song. As a joke, he decided to excuse me. As a joke, he decided to mix it into his music. Much to his surprise, it sounded very much like a terrible, terrible pun. In December of 1998, he released a 7-minute song featuring this new cool punk music he invented called Colder Than the Rest. It was an underground hit, especially in Hypnospace, where it had the most fans. That's quite a picture. Even though this first release was popular and made cool punk an underground sensation, Freezer was unhappy. He felt that the true message of the music was lost, so he decided to stop making songs for a while. The cool punk community continued to grow and grow. Over 20 cool punk albums have been made over the last year. Wow, that's so impressive. That's a 12-month span, an average of just shy of 2 per month. I mean, I guess everybody's got to start somewhere in terms of fan base size, right? People tried to contact Freezer to get him to come back, but no one knew who he was. Then, like lightning, Freezer returned. This time, he partnered with Mark Ello and Esotonic Records to make new music that would reach even bigger audiences. So what exactly is cool punk? That, my friends, for us to know and you to find out. Blah blah blah. Basically, this whole thing, if you haven't been able to hash it out yet, this whole thing is basically kind of a parody of Vaporwave and stuff like that. Which is very weird because that's not entirely a 1990s thing. That's much more 2000s. And to me in particular, it feels like 2010s even, so yeah. Freezer, totally cool info zone by Amanda P. Going on. on over there? Alright, so we get look at some of these lyrics. Let's go over to another. That goes over to this page. Actually, once again, there's something we can do here is that we can see from the headband IDs that I'm pretty sure these are the same person. Yeah. This Amanda Price and Freezer are the same person. So Jan Wolf is doing his own hype for himself to make himself sound really cool. Oh, terrible joke. If you heard his older music and thought it was weird, definitely give this new stuff a chance. It totally rips. It made me go WITW in a good way. So, is this? Oh, hey, it's more Chowderman. Heard you cool punks loud and clear, which is why Snowcap Chill Soda Drink is coming back. Look for it at your local cool punk friendly grocer this spring. Hype smoking snowman, that seems like a questionable idea at best. Oh, and while you're enjoying the cool icy flavor of Grace Peak Snowcap Chill Soda Drink, remember the eternal words of Snowman Joe Man, chillin', right? The 80s may be over, but old Joe Man's just getting started, capiche? Click here, go to our Grace Peak Joe Man Street Team fan page, get a Joe Man sticker pack, desktop backgrounds, and even read up on what's new with the voice of Joe Man, Grace Peak Anthem, Gotta Climb Grace Peak singer, Eric Chowderman Hellman. Alright, what do you got for us? Yeah, well, hey,
downloading
some free
Gracepeak _ cold
stuff.
pump. Downloading Gracepeak _ mountain.
One of these is like really fucked looking, and I think it's on purpose, if I recall correctly. So let's minimize this for a minute. And why don't we go ahead and just install all of our wallpapers here. Gotta remember that you have to actually do that. Because, yeah, there's plenty of neat looking stuff that we can throw on here. That's right, that's the soundscape thing. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Terribly sorry. Alright. Display, so let's look through our wallpapers. Yeah, there's the Boppos one that looks like that Lemmings background that's in hell. Oh, we got some skulls. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, see, here, look at this. This is one of our things from Grace Peak, and it is completely broken. That's kind of funny, actually, because, you know, they really do seem like they don't give two shits. Anyway. Now we switch over to the... Oh, God. I just minimized the game. Or minimized the game. I shrunk the window down from being in full screen. I'm gonna have to fix this in just a second, I think. Let's apply this new wallpaper in our Squishers layout here. Sounds, audio. Do we have a... Let's try this out. I don't think I've ever really used this. Or maybe it doesn't want to let us do that. So... Do I have access to, like, game options here real quick that I can fix this with? The answer is no, so hang on a second. We're going to log off and we're going to fix this resolution because I fucked this up over on my end. I gotta fix this real quick and see if I can get this not looking terrible. I may have to restart the whole game. Set BIOS. Okay, so I guess we're going to be restarting the game here for a second because I accidentally managed to screw something up. So hang on just a moment. Yeah, just a couple of minutes here while I fix this. Where's my... There we go. Oh, good. It didn't go back to... It's still in a window for me, and I don't know how to fix this offhand. F? No, I didn't crash. I managed to knock it out of full screen. Somehow. So... double checking here to make sure that there's not something... Oh, there we go. I'm dumb. It's literally right in the options. I didn't think about it because it's, like, so perfectly in universe. Anyway, we're gonna look at the rest of this Cool Punk Paradise thing here and see what's the deal here. Alright, CP Cold Snap. Cold Snap's a long-time fan and student of the movement that is Cool Punk. Send me your songs and I will review them. What do you got, Chief? Oh, is this one of your pieces of music? It's a disaster, but that's okay. Already got those. November's Belly. We got this earlier. Yeah, so we've got this already. Song is no... Yeah. This guy has a very, very strict definition of what the genre is, apparently, that still allows for this absolute sanity destruction that is this piece of music. Not only am I an experienced critic, I'm also a Cool Punk artist myself. All of my songs are 10 out of 10 because I have studied Cool Punk thoroughly, and know what I'm doing. Check it out. Yeah, okay, Buster. You're an imitator with no sense of personal style. Cold Snap should be your first stop if you want to find which artists are real Cool Punk. If you're not, well, you might end up on my other page. Smiley face. This song has some mysterious parts to it, but there are no Joe Man/Chowder Man samples used. In my opinion, that is important for a song to be considered Cool Punk. Not a bad effort for a beginner artist. Wow, this one is one great Cool Punk tune. There are a few things that can be improved. Some chords have too many notes at one time, very confusing. But overall, it is a great song. Lots of Joe Man samples, very Cool Punk. Cool, dude. Cool Fest 99 for Cool Punk's only featuring performances by Freezer, Chowder Man, and appearance by Joe Man himself. Alright, so these just lead to their pages on there. November 20th, King Amphitheater, 1 King Foods Way, 94 149, San Francisco, California. Doors open at 7 p.m. Cool Fest 99 is the first official Cool Punk music festival. If you're a Cool Punk, you need to be there, featuring the first live performance by Chowder Man in 6 years, as well as a full set by Cool Punk sensation Freezer. Don't miss free Grace Pete Cole Company Joe Man merch, including t-shirts, keychains, and more. And a photo op with none other than Joe Man himself. This t-shirt looks pretty alright for the type of thing that it's supposed to be. And that's not a bad 90s 3D snowman animation for that. Alright, so Esotonic Records. We've been to this main page, right? Yeah, we've heard both of these songs. What do we got going on here? Tour dates. Yeah, so we've already seen the Cool Fest page. There's no need to go there. Artists. Alright, tell me what you got for this. Arkello, also known as Mark Ello. Oh. Yeah, you're real subtle there, Mark. Angel Watery. A good name. Noise. Jet Pinehurst. whose music we've heard a lot of throughout this game, just in the background. All post 1992 C. Pinehurst recordings released by QPL, not Esotonic. King Flop, a flip and a flop. Flop with me, single. Flip down, flop around. It's flip-flop music, which is this universe's equivalent of hip-hop. Immersed. Fractal Waves, good band name. Cyberneticus. Hypnospace exclusives. Yeah, I think we downloaded the Barnaby's Chair song. We definitely grabbed the Freezer song earlier. And so we go back to the Esotonic story. What do you got here? Sometime in 1978, Mark Ello began recording off-the-wall synthesizer music under the name Arkello. After sending his demo recordings to over 15 experimental labels and being rejected each time, Ello decided to self-release under the then-fake Esotonic Records. 1 second, I gotta call. Starting to try myself out a little bit. Hey, Starwind, how's it going? It worked. Arkello's music was an underground success, garnering praise from avant-garde music critics and fans alike. Mark received a deluge of demo submissions from starry-eyed young composers almost immediately. Ello knew their struggle and vowed to help his fellow artists serve up challenging music to a world that wants things easy. In 1980, Esotonic Records signed their first artist, Angel Lottery. Mark switched to the role of creative advisor, composer, and producer and hasn't looked back. Esotonic is now a serious contender in popular music with over 40 critically acclaimed releases under their belts. Oh, you just got the DLC for Risk of Rain 2? Neat. I think it's a pretty good DLC. Decent amount of stuff. Keeps the game pretty fresh, pardon me, not what I almost said. Official Freezer, yeah, we've seen that page already. Fungus Scene Manifesto. From Father Fungus. This one sticks out a little bit. A new movement coming soon. Check back in a few days. Anyone know whatever happened to Digi-Exchange? I had a bunch of my Freezer and Basidia stuff on there, but it just disappeared. Seriously, check back in a few days. Oh, this is some kind of trippy music. I like the idea of, oh hey, it's a new music movement, but we need time to get anywhere with it. Kind of fits in a weird way. Icicle Kid, new single out. Up-and-coming recording artist from Kansas who makes music in the cool punk style. High School Kids, aka Jerry Gilroy page. Cool punk. Where I live is only dumb rednecks, so no one at school or anywhere even knows what cool punks are. It sucks. You sound like a fun dude. Ice to Meet You, my new single. Sung and recorded by Jerry Gilroy. Click to go to the song page. Last week, my dad took me to find some snow-capped chill soda, and we had to drive 2 hours to finally find a King's Foods that had it. This goes to show how far cool punks will go to get what they want. It's so good. I bought 2 bottles so I can just keep one on my shelf. Cool punks forever. Yeah, just make sure that doesn't get perforated at any point, otherwise it's not going to be fun. You can send it to Ashens nowadays, and I bet he'd... Oh. Does Ashens exist in this universe? Oh god, this image is pretty hilarious. Nice to Meet You is Ice Kid's first single, telling the emotional story of a snowman who has been forgotten. This is a new side of cool punk the world has never heard. I hope you enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed making it. I'd just like to thank Grace Peak because they listened to us and brought back Snowcap Chill. If you want your business to do good, listen to the cool punks. You don't have a download link anywhere for this, do you? It's kind of disappointing, but that's okay. We've already been through the Cruncher homepage a couple of times. Slushmouth's Guide. The place to learn about what sorts of trash the kids are listening to these days. Audio clips inside. I'll get a look at this in a second. Tomorrow Speaks Cool Punk page. This is the Cool Punk homepage of Tomorrow Frost. Find my cool punk poetry and spoken word sound art here. The Peacelands. The Peacelands are digital spaces where Hypnospace citizens may engage in private mediated conversation. Slushmouth's guide is a pretty long thing, if I recall correctly, so we're going to go in here first. Welcome to the thing that looks like Goatsy. Hello, I am Cool Punk Shaman, High Mediator here in the Peacelands. The Peacelands are where I help mediate disagreements between Cool Punk citizens without influence from distracting and harmful social hierarchies. If both parties agree, a declaration of peace will be written and posted below. When the love of power is overcome by the power of love, only then will this world know peace. Haronda Jackson. Declaration of Peace, Icicle Kid, and Slushmouth. What do you got, Chief? Icicle Kid and Slushmouth have agreed to settle their differences and make peace with one another. Slushmouth has agreed to remove the unkind paragraph about Icicle Kid from his Guide to New Music page. Icicle Kid has agreed to stop messaging Slushmouth every day asking him to promote his music. Fair enough. Declaration of Peace, Neo Icy and Father Fungus agreed to settle their differences and make peace with one another. Neo Icy has agreed to remove their unkind Fungus scene doesn't belong here page. Father Fungus has agreed to stop sending Neo Icy unkind HS inbox and chit chat messages. Gotcha, buddy. Alright, so check Tomorrow Speaks' Cool Punk page. Homepage, yeah, this one goes to the cafe. I'm pretty new to this Cool Punk art style, but it is quite fascinating. I love seeing all the incredible things you all make. This song playing now is my spoken word interpretation of the Grace Peak song. I remember hearing that song so many times on the commercials in between the early morning cartoons back in the 80s when I was a little girl. So much nostalgia. It's my first Cool Punk work. I hope you will check out my other work too, which you can find at the homepage link at the top of this page. Fair enough, so let's get a look at Slushmouth's Guide to Music. So what is Haze? Sparkle Haze flip-flop. Yeah, they did a really good job of making this look like something that crawled out of the 90s. If you find yourself scratching your head at this odd group of musical genres, you've come to the right place. This guide takes you through the strange evolution of new digital music over the last 3 decades from my point of view. I'm choking on my words a little bit. Disclaimer, if you think your favorite flavor of bad music is unfairly portrayed, don't chit-chat me, I don't care. The sounds here are 100% legal. They stream through the HS Explorer player and are not downloadable. But if you do want song downloads for Toonbox, there are other ways to get them. Rip Digi Exchange. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, let's get a look at this. Genre is selected. Okay, so if we click this, cosmic music is what your dad and mom took drugs to. Overlong, pretentious, sidelong ballads about undersea wizards and such. Bands like Grendel's Call and Aloe Atlas. Jazz rock groups like Celestial Drum and Clift are also sometimes considered cosmic. Microscopic drum samples lifted from Clifton's album B were used as the PTRS 1200 stock digital drum sounds. Should be instantly recognizable to flip-flop and digi-style fans. That would be pretty neat. This is... I mean, I'm getting into this a little bit because it's like, wow, this is actually some pretty cool shit. Without Atmospheric, we wouldn't have most new digital genres. It seems quaint now, but in its day, it was a rallying cry to anyone who wanted to make weird music and still be heard. Atmospheric was popularized, if not birthed, by Mark Ello and his experimental Arkello project. Almost every sound in Atmospheric is borrowed from pre-existing recordings and recontextualized, usually with thick delay and reverb effects applied. Ello has unfortunately moved on from his adventurous early days and now works as an executive for his record label Esotonic. Alright, so what's new style that's kind of not an amazing name for it. Calculated Unholy Union between record company execs and ex-punk rockers who grew tired of the revolution. They traded their beat-up guitars and leather jackets for synthesizers, complex lighting rigs, and stage makeup. Labels like Bliss Records and even QPL signed the first new stylers. Most new style songs feature synthesized keyboard riffs, reverb-heavy drums, and effect-laden pop vocals thrown over simple punk song structures. So I guess kind of what new wave is, but not exactly. Digital style was born with the release of the Bell Sound PTRS 1200 in 1983. The PTRS gave anyone with $300 access to recording technology previously seen only in high-end studios. Digital style came to prominence at underground college parties called digis, where performers would debut their home-recorded compositions and manipulate their vocals live using the PTRS 1200. The PTRS's cheap onboard digital reverb and delay effects gave digital style its characteristic tinny sound. Mark Ello's Esotonic Records signed the earliest digital style acts, making them semi-famous. Flip-flop is another underground genre that likely wouldn't exist if not for the Bell Sound PTRS 1200. The accessibility of the machine allowed basement MCs to produce their own material for the first time in history. Its onboard drum sounds are a common element of flip-flop. Sampled, jazzy, upright bass lines are another sonic staple of the genre. While some enjoy flip-flop's lo-fi sound for its amateur charm, artists like MC Flip-Out and Red Strike are undeniably brilliant. Esotonic's King Flock claims to have invented flip-flop, but it's well known that he's largely a manufactured act. You know, that time I can't be blamed for choking because what is that wording? With Flip-Out proceeding by months. History. Tape exchanges. Tape exchanges changed everything. In 1986, the groundswell of independent artists producing tape after tape original material reached critical mass. Tape exchange bins became the way these artists would find their audience. Tape exchange bins were in any record store that would allow them and worked on a take-a-tape, leave-a-tape honor system. Bands would often record over the tapes of artists they didn't like and drop them back in the exchange bins, usually with their own charmingly amateurish hand-drawn artwork. Fair enough. Alright, so here's where things start to get a little bit deeper. Alright, so let's start with Haze before we branch off. Ooh, that's garish. Haze is a more ballad-focused permutation of digital style that sounds like it's being recorded in a parking garage. Haze tracks are less danceable than digital style and often feature rocky verse-chorus-verse song structures. Digital style's tinny PTRS 1200 effects and drum machine are often frequently heard. Oh god, I fucked that up good. Haze is loud but beautiful, like experiencing an intense thunderstorm from a safe place. It's also slower, with washes of reverb and shimmering guitar filling in the cracks. Alright, what's this dark Haze scene? Haze, but horror-themed. Imagine, it's early morning after a Halloween party. The rising sun begins to illuminate a swaying plastic skeletons with an orange glow. You sit alone, watching smoke rise from a spent jack-o'-lantern candle. When done right, Dark Haze, I'd have called it Dark Haze, but I don't make the rules, is special. Check out Haunted Houses. The artist, not literal haunted houses. Yeah, don't go to a literal haunted house. That is probably not a good time. Or, you know, not at least not the best time, I guess. Dirt Haze, what do you got? Oh, Distortion O Rama. I'm gonna have to pause that in a second. Dirt Haze, like Haze, consists primarily of atmospheric lo-fi ballads and moody pop tunes, only with heavy, jagged, fuzzy, completely blown-out guitars instead of only slightly blown-out ones. There's also a distinct lack of cheap synth sounds. Melodies are often buried beneath near-impenetrable waves of distortion. Check out Glamocaster's first LP, Glamoplasm, or anything by Skies Asunder. And so we got Earth Haze is the next one, right? Yeah. Haze, but for hippies. It's what your weird weed-dealing uncle does when not meditating on a bed of positive energy crystals. Earth Haze often features panpipe samples, djembe, and fake tribal chants created by some nasally paper-pushing dork, layering an unconvincing vocal performance 50 times in hopes that listeners won't hear his mini fridge in the background. Amazing. Still, I'm glad it exists because the album covers are brilliantly bad. The guy who designed the horribly dated the Hypnospace promo graphics did many of them. Alright, Sparkle Haze, what do you got? Sparkle Haze is just haze but with dreamy harp samples and that twinkly fairy dust sound you hear in cartoons. Hollow Angel has some good stuff with the rest of the scene being internet subculture copycat trash. Sparkle Haze is less about the music and more about an overall aesthetic. Alright, 1995, History, the Interwebs. Mainstream acceptance of the internet in 1994 to 1995, with a little help from audio compression tech, led to an enormous boom in new digital music. Excuse me. Weirdos now had a place to congregate and collaborate, resulting in a deluge of new music. Genres began splintering at an unheard of rate, resulting in the beautiful mess we have now. Dylan Merchant's DM Tunebox and DM Tune Sequencer, now known as Hypnospace Tune Sequencer, would come a little later and reshape things all over again. It's too bad he sold out because the guy made some amazing stuff in his day. Alright, let's see the History Hypnospace page. El Cuervo, who worked on Hotline Miami. Neat! Hypnospace has been both a blessing and a curse for new digital music at large. On one hand, Hypnospace Tune Sequencer becoming free has made it easy for anyone to make their own music and upload it to Hypnospace. On the other hand, Hypnospace Tune Sequencer becoming free has made it easy for anyone to make their own music and upload it to Hypnospace. We had a good run, folks. I'm normally not so fond of gatekeeping, but yowza if you heard some of these cool punk HSMs. Dear God, have I. Okay. Cool punk. Cool punk. It started out okay with Freezer's 7-minute debut Colder Than the Rest, now playing, but like anything on Hypnospace, the kids made it some weird ironic click thing. I'm old. It's now an orgy of fake love for Chowderman and borrowed nostalgia for that dumb Grace Peak snowman. It isn't even about the music anymore at all. Cool punk releases are a grab bag of amateur attempts at whatever genre the artist fancies, mixed with Christmas sound effects and Chowderman samples. If I have to hear another sleigh bell, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. Oh, I don't know that I blame you. Anyway, folks, I will be right back. I need a drink of water.
Just a little sip. Hold into your lips and drink it up. You're going down. And don't stop. Taste, feel the fizzle on your tongue. Now take another one.
All right, everybody, I am back, and I got my big glass of water here, so I can hydrate. Make sure you all stay hydrated. No, drawing it. I was about to say something, and then I fucked it up. I don't even know what I was saying, to be honest with you. But let's work on solving this case with the shock images. And so in order to hash this out, we go down to Tim McGeddon's page. And so we've already dealt with the rock star. We got a furniture salesman. Gee, I wonder who this is. We got the lonely shaman. And we've got the biker. So let's take it from the furniture salesman. I think we can all kind of guess. Oh yeah, this is a bit of a dead giveaway here. Ann Lee's graphic designs. Hello, I am Ann Lee. I make high quality graphic designs and 3D graphics and make web pages. If you need a web page, just let me know. This is a 3D model of me. I am a wizard who knows karate. It's in my bloodlines. My great grandpa was a karate wizard too. Well, see ya. The well, see ya, just sort of the tone shift there is pretty great. You haven't had it easy. A car accident left you paralyzed from the waist down at age 22. After years of deep depression, you found work as a furniture salesman. You've been there for the last 40 years. You're good at it, but you suspect it's because your customers feel sorry for you. The internet has allowed you to escape to a new reality. You can be anyone there. You're not Andy on the internet. No, you're Ann Lee. People like Ann Lee there, and you like them. You've spent most of your free time this year on the computer. You've learned how to design web pages and make all sorts of digital art. It's never too late to pick up a new skill. Your online friends really seem to enjoy what you make. You log into your email. There is one new message with a link inside. You click it. You like to experience true pride, to not be pitied, to be envied, to benefit society instead of leech from it? Nah. Alright, so we'll go back to... Oh, you don't want to... You don't want to make this easy? Well... Anyway, let's just cut ahead through that. And so we've seen these two. So that means that we have to go check in on Arlen. And the lonely shaman. You tell people that your divorce was the best thing that ever happened to you. It wasn't. You're alone. So alone. Your kids hate those weekend trips to the flea market. They're sick of sitting in a fold-up chair for 6 hours while you peddle your dream catchers and crystals and psychedelic t-shirts. It's the only time you have with them, but you have to pay rent somehow. You're refreshing your email inbox, waiting anxiously for her next message. When you two started talking, it was business. She's psychic and you needed guidance. It's something different now. There's a deeper connection. Your spirits are intertwined. You still pay her fees, but you do it because you care for her. A new message appears. It's not her. It's from an unknown sender and contains a link to something called True Tranquility. So, this one is one of the more obscure out of the list. This is Gus Parker. You can tell because you're waiting anxiously for her next message. When you two started talking, it was business. She's a psychic, you needed guidance. There's a deeper connection. Your spirits are intertwined. Because he was consulting with Sherry before, and they sort of became friends. So, yeah, let's take a look at what the message is. Like to experience true companionship, to know what it's like to be loved. So let's just rewind. So we need to go check in on Gus Parker's page, in addition to Arlen. And lastly, the biker. This one is pretty obvious, but there's some decent, some fair hints to this. Your beloved wife passed away only weeks ago, but the memories of your years to get to her are fading fast. You're not young anymore. You sold your motorcycle because you can't see well enough to ride it. You no longer desire to leave a mark on things, and you know you couldn't if you tried. All you desire now is rest. This is, what was his name? Carl Parker, I think? You've never been fond of computers, and learning to use the internet has been a hellish ordeal, but it's worth it. The new email notification appears. It's from your daughter. It contains a link to a website with the only accompanying text reading, "Wow, this is so relaxing." An odd choice for your daughter, who normally communicates via thick, wordy, grammatically pristine paragraphs. You're still new to this whole internet thing, so you don't think much of it and click the link. Would you like to experience true tranquility, true peace? Yeah, so as you can see, the message that we got sent showed up in this, and if we had explored all of the True Tranquility little mini adventure, we would have known that. But I specifically held off on it so that way I could, try to position it a little as being a thing that we weren't going to spoil. But of course, I'm really not great at that sort of thing. And admittedly, I question whether or not I actually like being like that, so... Anyway, a few pages to go take a look at. Burnin' Rubber 82's page? Burnin' Rubber... Anyway, yeah. This is Carl Parker III. What the hell? I mean, you ain't wrong, but get that shit out of here. Give me some money. I actually preferred the other music, thank you very much. That's a little bit loud. Alright, so Noble Warlock Design Studio, there he is. R-line for Obi. I got a virus, do not visit my page. There's a nasty pic on it and it is not my doing. I sent Merchantsoft a message about getting the pic taken off. Thanks. Get that out of here. Alright, so the last one, as I said before, it is old Gus Parker and Gus's Temple of Serenity. To all my friends, this picture is not my creation. A hacker has made their way onto my page. This is just sick. Get that out of here. Give me my payment. We're going to go to the home page because there are a couple of things that we can explore before we move on here. And we're going to go find our enforcer
Important
dashboard
message
here.
Received from Dylan.
Fuck you, Dylan. And let's close the case.
Way to deal with that
Give me
illegal
payout.
or profane content, Delia. You're a real hero, Delia.
Gives you 400% damage. There's... Shit, I don't actually remember what does that offhand. There's definitely some very interesting stuff in the Risk of Rain 2 DLC that can do some pretty interesting stuff. Anyway, God, I wanted to go take a look because I didn't fully explore the Gearhead Greg page, and there's some stuff that we can check out there. That said, I don't know where in the heck we can get there other than just taking links. Aldrin's House of Sound, do you have a quick link over? Do I have it on my list? Oh yeah, that's right, because that's for that thing, right? The cafe is marked there. Wasn't in Good Time Valley, was he? No, he wasn't. Actually, I know how we can get there. That is making me go, how the hell do I not... Oh, there it is. Oops. Alright, page 1 world. Yeah, so there's all this stuff. Pins, stickers, sticky notes. Funny thing. Connie's favorite. This is the thing that we want to look at because it's an unlisted page in Good Time Valley. I swear to God, I've seen a version of that picture in Homestar Runner. Alright, what in the world, right? So here we got some stuff here. Directory of interesting tidbits. Go over Mr. Mystery W's new page with HypnoS secrets, free curses, and a few strong opinions. Welcome, sir. Alright, so... let's grab your gauntlet cursor here. Alright, so we'll grab these.
Downloading Mystery 1. Downloading Mystery 2. Downloading Mystery 3.
Hypnos tips, what do we got? Oh no, that's just the landing page we're just on. Hypnospace, what is this page? What in the world is Hypnospace? The first consumer-focused sleep time networking service. It's based on NetSettler, an internet service started by Merchantsoft, which allowed users to create pages and add them to a large public directory. Tries to market Hypnospace as the big technological step up from NetSettler, but it's almost exactly the same system. The largest difference, sleep time hardware aside, is Hypnospace's new official zones. Some citizens don't like the way zones are handled. Merchantsoft has been known to rename or change the themes of zones with no warning. Most recently, 5 zones were condensed into Starport, Castle, Dream Station. In NetSettler, users organized their own zones. The old system was harder to moderate and was less safe for younger users, but it was far better in almost every other regard. Yeah, just sort of how the internet is in general, really. Sleep time networking is a relatively new technology that allows users to use computers while they're sleeping. This is accomplished by wearing a headband that somehow beams images and audio into the user's brains and lets them dream their computer usage. Said headband must be plugged into a computer and connected via broadband. I am so glad this doesn't exist in the real world because it would be abused so fucking badly by pretty much every corporation ever. Hypnospace and Cyberworlds are currently the two titans of sleep time computing. Cyberworlds is aimed more at tech and gaming crowds, while Hypnospace seems to be more for your everyday person. The hardware works impressively well, but there are a few kinks, like it's hard to remember much of what went on in Hypnospace during your awake time. It's easier to remember when returning, but it can be foggy at times. Doctors seem uncertain about the whole thing, though I haven't had much trouble outside of infrequent bouts of sleepiness. Ooh, that is a bit of a warning for a thing in the future. Chit chat, sleep time services. This is already, yeah. Just had to double check because of wording. Alright, chit chat. Back and forth chat program originally released in early 1998 for Flamingo OS. The HypnoS version came out in late 98. Users are able to add their friends to a pals list and engage in private or group chats with them. HypnoS communities often have large groups to talk about their particular interests, like the popular Cybercog and Coolpunk groups. It was also instrumental in helping the music-sharing DigiExchange and now FList/FLST groups become organized. Note, the chit-chat for HypnoS PALS system is presently broken, meaning that members who aren't technically your pals may send you messages. No word back on when a fix is coming. That's pretty unsettling, really. Publishing pages to Hypnospace. Hypnospace page publishing. The concept that often confuses new Hypnospace users, oops, I mean citizens, is the difference between listed and unlisted pages. Let me say this clearly. If you simply publish a page and don't uncheck the unlisted box, no one will see your page. After unchecking the box, the page manager will ask which zone you'd like to publish your page in. Choose one, click publish, and there it is. Please note that you can't currently move pages from one zone to another, so when you pick one, you're stuck with it. And excuse me. You could always make a new page to put in a different zone, but that's usually more work than it's worth. You may also add tags to your page. People search for tags, and if your page tags match, it will appear in a search results list. Even unlisted pages will appear, so be careful what you tag. This is a clue as to how to find unlisted pages, so yeah, Gearhead Greg is full of some useful information. HSMs versus AUDs, sequence music versus audio files. Hypnospace is the sleep time network for music fans. Cyberworlds may have the gamers and movie buffs, but if you're a music person and aren't on Hypnospace, you're a weirdo. But did you know there are two kinds of music on Hypnospace? You've probably noticed it without even realizing it. HSM files, or Hypnospace Tune Sequencer files, contain a set of compressed audio samples, sequences that tell the computer when to trigger the samples, and a list of which sequences to play and which order. HSM files are known for sounding cheesy or annoying, but there are good ones out there. AUD files are audio waveforms similar to a recording you'd hear on a cassette tape or CD. These files are usually highly compressed to fit under Hypnospace's file size limits, so they might not sound as nice as they would on a CD. 1 second, again. It's very easy to find sequence HSM music in Hypnospace. It's almost everywhere, and people love to share the songs they've made. Unfortunately, there isn't a great way to access known popular music in Hypnospace yet. A user-made group of AUD music exchange pages known as Digi-Exchange was recently shut down by Merchantsoft due to copyright issues. A new group known as FList, or FLST, has started and are trying to find a way to legally share files with one another. Hypnos error messages. Hypnos is great at being user-friendly most of the time, but its error messages are often cryptic and seem to make no sense. Here's a list of error messages and their meanings. HMX002M. Hypnos is out of memory. Normally this requires a restart. So, excuse me. One fun thing that you can do with this game is that if you let it run long enough, it will start simulating running out of memory. And eventually it will just, well, properly run out of memory. So yeah, this is legit. HFE00 what? Unrecognized file type. HFE00 SAM. File encrypted with sandwich compression/encryption. We've dealt with that already. HAE00ENF. Application incompatible with Hypnos Enforcer Edition. HXX0XXXX. Your Hypnospace headband hardware has been damaged. So I guess that's kind of spoiling that that's the thing to worry about at some point. Scoot over it. Yeah, we dealt with Mr. Mystery W already. Alright, so this is what we wanted to do, is we wanted to scroll down to Connie's favorite. This is a page that we have not been able to check out before. Connie Turner. Connie's Connections. Welcome to Connie's Connections. This page is dedicated to helping people in Hypnospace connect with one another over similar interests. It's also an excellent, entertaining way to waste time. I make sure all pages here are worth a visit. Important update below, November 5th, 1999. So literally just before, just the day before, huh? Important update. Due to recent issues surrounding NetSettler and Hypnospace page builder formats, many of the connections listed here are no longer functional. Some pages appear with unreadable text and broken links, while others have been deleted by users who have moved away. Made graphics for both. I'm aware of these issues. Do not message me about them. I'm holding out hope that Merchantsoft will realize just how many people here use NetSettler and figure out how to support their legacy software. If this does not happen, I'll have no choice but to close Connie's Connections or move to another sleep time service. Song requested by Serenity Me Jeff, who unfortunately no longer has a page on Hypnospace. Sorry I'm so behind with these. If you have a page song request, message me. About Connie. I'm a California-based computer security specialist. As idealistic as it may sound, I enjoy bringing people together and facilitating understanding between them. That's why this page exists. And yes, I know that the page is more cafe material. Too late, already a good timer. I enjoy many different styles of music and watch a decent amount of television, too. To be any more specific could work against the nature of this project, so if you're curious, message me. Let's take a look at some of these pages here. Technology connections. Alright, so this is all stuff that we've seen already, except for this. Yeah, so this page is gone, as you can see. The Observer by The Observer. Gaming news page and one of the only to cross over after the demise of Gamers Only. It is now located in the Freelands inside the new catch-all niche interest zone Starport Castle Dream Station, and it continues to be a great resource for computer and video game hobbyists. News October 30th. Sorry for the silent surgery break. Working on a new cataclysm now. There's some stuff in here. I'm going to actually go back and I'm just going to mark this for now because we're going to want to come back to this much later in the game. But we can take a look and see if there's anything of interest in here. Let's take Future Recycler music.
01 Bolo, Fudge Recycler 02 Gamble, Fudge Recycler 03 Sweater.
So you'll see this is broken, but at least the music works.
01 Bolo, Fudge Recycler 02 Gamble, Fudge Recycler 03 Sweater.
Yeah, Connie is pretty cool. And fairly young for being an old lady, 41. That's not super ancient. Yeah, so Steve Guy's thing is toast. Gus's Temple of Serenity, we've been through that. Allegra's Tome of Scaries, yeah, abandoned. We can't even view this page. Disappointing. See also Linda's Library of Weird. Definitely into a lot of very interesting stuff, that's for sure. Kevin J's flip-flop demos. Kevin J may just have the most charming page in all of Hypnospace. Painted Cloud. Yeah, I seem to remember that being yeah. I know charming isn't quite what a burgeoning rapper wants to hear, but gadzooks it is. His rap for a buffet heist is particularly cute, and I hope he's able to find that record deal in the sky and turn it into a real tune. It would surely be a hit. Tomorrow Speaks, we've been through that. Renderman 33's 3D page. Yeah, so that one's toast, but we can take a look here. You can see Red Strike's page, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it seems like this world get the best of you. Just keep your head up. And keep pushing. Yeah.
Where's the...
Hey. I know this thing called life can be ruthless. At times wondering how you're gonna get through it.
Just looking for links just to be sure that I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so I think we have to find that Kevin J page somewhere else, actually. But that's a clue that it exists, and here we go in the funny and amusing. Last bus to Chuckletown. That's a phrase, that's for sure. Yeah, that's toast. The dumpster. We have the dumpster linked already. Pizza Dance, we've seen that. So yeah, not as much to this as I thought there was, but still pretty neat. Click his ID and then homepage. Oh, okay. My bad. I usually remember just doing it through the, well, thing late in the game, right? So...
Yeah. Sometimes it seems like this world get the best of you.
On our search here.
Just keep your head
Pull
up.
that up.
Keep pushing. Yeah. Hey. I know this thing called life can be ruthless.
Correct,
At
right?
times wondering how you
20916.
gonna get through it. Hard to worry.
Oh, oops. You can tell that I've not actually been in this for a while. I haven't played this in a couple of months, needless to say. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Thank you.
Dance to the beat, gonna stand on my head, gonna dance with my feet, let's dance, Wonderland.
Downloading KevJ_Buffet High
I'm
Scrap.
Kevin J, and I'm here
Downloading
to say,
KevJ_We Are Dance
very
Rec.
next day, got dogs and buds and friends surrounded, gonna rock this house, gonna
I think it's kind of cute having like the no background, just the vocals. Neat. Like him, yeah.
This punch gonna make this sound. I'm Rosalita, and it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, I wasn't on Monday just because I didn't feel great. That's all. And so we really needed to thinking if there's anything else that I really feel like I've missed out on before getting at it, before advancing and things. We got some files we can check out. Back there. Oh, right. That's still your thing. You helped make this game. Oh, yeah. Right. Let's install this.
Hello, everybody.
Let's watch these videos with their harsh video, harsh audio,
rant called the Hypnos Launcher. So, in reality, if they were thinking right, they should have called it the Hypnos Stasher or the Hypnos Hider, because its main purpose is to hide things. So this is the launcher. If you never used it, most people don't, because they don't know what the heck it does. So look here. I have
totally not Roddy Wall. Yeah.
These are the icons that are
there's
on
a lot
my,
that can kind of spoil
or
that as a
if you prefer that
thing.
terminology, but I'll say desktop. And
for example, you can see all of his love for all the Taurus stuff.
If I don't want
that's a big clue.
Pets there, then I will put it in the stasher, is what I'll call it. And look,
and he stutters
gone.
a couple of times,
no
almost saying like, "Oops,
Tree of Life."
It's a thing we're doing. I mean, it's a thing I'm doing.
Name was Tree Pot,
stuff like that.
And then look, if we want to add things, sticky note. Let's say downloads. These are the icons on the desktop. Then they show up in our app menu. There's also a keyboard shortcut for the app menu, Control Tab, and you push up and down, and then you push Enter to open. So that's a good tip. But I'm really frustrated.
That sound effect is kind of ridiculous with how many times you hear it here.
Stashing. Anyway, I hope you have a great morning when you wake up. Goodbye, everybody. Hello, everybody.
But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and plow through these videos before we advance the plot a little bit here.
Little rant. This rant is called My Problem with Hypnospace Search. So there's a few problems I have with Hypnospace Search. First one, I'll show you this. Let's say you want to search for pet. Okay, for pets, a virtual pets, a product that they offer at Hypnospace.
Yeah, see, there you go.
So you search pet. Oh, no valid search terms. Removed it. Pet. Why? That's because their system is so slow that they can't even search for 3-letter words, because anything with the word pet in it, or let's say you search the, then it would show that. So if you found theme, THEME, then if you search the, then any page even with theme would come up, because their system is so bad. And so because it's so slow, because it comes up with 1 million results for small words, then they just don't let you search small words anymore. So to search pets, you have to type the S, and then you search, and then you find some stuff. Only 4 characters or more can you search. And they don't tell you this, but that's how it goes. Another problem that I have is you can't search for things in zones that are not added to your Hypnospace City screen. So Hypnospace City screen is your main screen. For enforcers, this is your enforcer hub with your list of zones in it. Yeah. So if you try to search for something that's not in a zone you have added, then it won't come up. And I think this is a way to make it faster for everyone, but really they need to upgrade their technology. And the last point I have is that it is so slow. I have sent them many tips on how they can improve this through their back end, and they are not interested. The end. Have a great morning. Hello, everybody. Mr.
Imagine searching for the word "the." That seems a little bit silly. Anyway,
hello, everyone.
check out the third rant
Mystery
here.
W here with some things that most people overlook about Hypnos, mostly in the settings menu here. So if you look here, we have this big HUD mode. If you do that, then it makes this bigger, easier to click on.
Big HUD mode. It's like big head mode. I love it.
The art in these icons probably needs redoing, but it's very nice, I think. And also, you can unpin the HUD, and then it'll collapse.
Just like you can have.
So when you're not using it, then it's out of your way. Which is a very nice combo.
I always feel like doing that for a little bit, and then it ends up annoying
Let's see what else. You have cursor themes. Lots of people don't use these, but they're very fun. This one is I don't like mouse trails a lot, but that's okay. This one is nature. That's a very good. But I provide some of these on my oddities page, so you can go ahead and download them, like this gauntlet one. I really like this one. It's actually a glove similar to the one in a Taurus comic book, is where I got my inspiration for this cursor. There's also
reminds me more of the game Black and White.
The one I have now. It's very beautiful. When you close the window, listen to this. It's like a thunderstorm. That's so nice. And then you also have, if you're used to, for some reason, using a computer with a gamepad, you can click this, and you can switch to gamepad controls. There's also, of course, there's themes, your normal themes. I like this Woodland Lodge theme that comes with Hypnospace Plus. Yeah, but so those are a few tips for you. Yeah, and I hope you have a great morning. Goodbye. Hello, everyone. Mr.
Yeah, some neat stuff there that we knew all of already. And so we're going to sort like this to go find the other couple of it. Well, oh, it looks like there's only one other video that we've picked up but haven't looked at yet. It's like a weird low-budget Poké Rap.
Here's a list of squishers, numbers 1 through 24. Ask your mom or dad to buy the game and discover even more. 0023 is a robot. Arcoslops an untamed beast.
Hey, it's the wolf.
Barfly buzzes, bleeds a field, and Dreadmelt's undeceased.
What a name for someone
Blue is made of trash.
Hey, it's
Poly
Garbo.
is digital.
Hey, it's
3D.
Porygon.
Glow-Yo is a small fry. Goose to ghost guy. His slime hangs in the trees.
Hey, one of those was
has the
from
power to hypnotize. Leakers hunted night with glowing eyes. 11 down,
Ghostbusters.
13 to go. It's Squishers time. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, 11 down, 13 to go after we've gone through 12.
Bear Merc lives underneath the sea. Moldy is rotten food. Mushy's the most famous Squisher cat because it's so dang cute. Oozurf is cool. Petrol drools. And Plasmimon makes me spooked. Turtle turns into Shell Slop. While Shamblock shambles around. Slorath is wacky. Yoki's a chick. And Yucky makes beeping sounds. Ha ha ha!
It's also the guy who does Kev J. Interesting. I did not know that offhand. There's also that weird voice in the background that I forget if that's like specifically relating back to something. Anyway, there was something else that I wanted to see if I can find an easy path towards. Where's our... Oh yeah, the Squisher thing is going to be in here, right? Squisher Deception, there we go. Horus. So this is... If you search through these tags obsessively, you'll find this eventually. Children of Horus home. There's... It sounds like there's another voice in the background at the very end that's like very buried in the mix. Or maybe it's like just sort of a generic chanting sample or something, but it's very... It's barely audible. It's not quite the... It's not quite that. But anyway, so here we go. Children of Horus, hiding occult references in utmost secrecy. So it turns out that this is where we want to use the Falcon123 or passively Falcon1234 password. Yeah, Falcon123. Honor Rule 2, please, it says. News, Children of Horus, 1999, Winter's Banquet and Ritual Cleansing will be held at King Foods Amphitheater, Basement Chamber 2, January 9th, 2000. Doors open at 6 p.m., plus one guest. Standings updated November 4th, 1999. December 1st. This A. Larson has hidden 7 references. The occult, and F. Kazuma has hidden 5, but 2 have been found. A C. Jacob has hidden 2, with neither found. Adrian Merchant has snuck 1 in somewhere, and we've stolen his password. And Artie Dispenza has 1 that is, like, right in plain sight, really, in the explanation of the Hypnospace logo, I believe. And found 1, so pretty easy to find. So Eric Hellman has been disqualified for failing to honor Rule 2 and apparently acknowledge the organization by name. Then again, the Chowder Man does seem like the kind of guy who doesn't shut up about that kind of thing, right? An M Truck, no doubt Mike Truck from Fighting Baseball. Another Rule 2 violation. We're going to mark this as well because this is going to turn out to be important very late in the game. But for the time being, I'm gonna think for a second if there's anything else to do before we advance the plot, because that is a point of no return. Oh, minor spoiler. Spoiler for something that we're going to be seeing in like 2 minutes. I think that's it for now. Yeah. So we're going to go in here. We're going to go have a look at what Dylan is blabbering about right now. Enforcers, today is your lucky day. We're testing out an early version of our new game, and you're in on it. Note, this stuff is top secret, and sharing info or screenshots is very, very prohibited. Seriously, you could face some hairy legal trouble if you leak information. With that out of the way, I would like to announce a new Hypnospace original game project, Outlaw. You'll be playing an early offline version, but the final release, on schedule for a year 2000 update, will be 100% online. No need to send us feedback either. The game will automatically report data to me. Please visit this page to download it and have fun. I will resume sending you cases after the test. 0.85. This game's not finished. This is an early test. Early test info page. If you're here, that means we picked you to test the new secret project we've been working on, Outlaw. Do not share information on this game anywhere. It is top secret. Click here to install Outlaw directly. Your job is simple. Just play the game. Adjust the controls in the HypnoS settings menu if you wish. Data will be sent back to the devs as you play. There is no way to win in this version because this is a test. Just play for 3 to 5 minutes. Do not share. Temporary art. We're working on polished art assets right now. Do not share footage of this game or you will be liable for legal trouble. Please remember that this is an early pre-alpha version of Outlaw. It is not finished. Well, time for us to do the thing. Oh, this looks pretty janky. Early alpha software may cause Hypnos to become unstable. Are you sure you want to begin testing? Yeah, this is, again, the game telling you, hey, you better have your shit done and in order before you go here. And I believe we do, so let's go for it. Press any key to start. Alright. As you can see, the sound loop that they want to use is absolutely messed up. The graphics are barely finished. There's a lot of jank. There's this weird glitching out like we're entering a Net Settler page. We're playing an alpha build. I'm out. Hey, Fire Drake. Going up pretty deep into tonight's stream. Oh, we're supposed to go find the... Yep. Disconnect no reward deal. Given. Oh, it's having a bad day. Oof. Hardware damage. Contact merchant software repair or replacement. Jesus Christ, Dylan, you made our headset die because your thing was so badly coded. Holy shit. Well, it is what it is. 3 weeks later, on November 26th, 1999. So we should have just enough time to deal with Dimitri S. Jackson, which is nice.
Important message received from dispatch. Important message received from dispatch.
What do you got for us?
Important message received from Dylan. Welcome back, Delia.
3-day detainment.
It's been 21 days since you last logged on. Wow, where have you been? Important message received from dispatch.
That brassy kid will receive 3-day detainment. Thank you for remaining vigilant. The violent animation was a little extreme. Keep an eye on this one. Seems like a loner type. So, actually, come to think of it, they don't really explain what this is. Originally, the animation of Zane being punched in the teeth was originally Zane being beheaded. And it was changed at some point because Jay Tholen wanted to share the game with a young relative, and was like, okay, maybe I should tone this down a little bit for the little kid and change it to Zane getting his teeth punched out because, you know, no blood could be shown there if necessary. And so, yeah, just a fun little bit of Hypnospace Outlaw related history. All right, Sherry Heels will receive 3-day detainment. Note from the HSPD security team, psychics are weird. If she does it again, Flagon will ban her. Jeez. That's a little bit mean-spirited. Sorry about frying your headbands. Hi, Enforcers. It's nice to have you back. I'd like to apologize on behalf of our shipping department interns that we couldn't get those repaired headbands to you sooner. Thankfully, most of our components were unharmed, so all of your settings should be preserved. Might have another Outlaw test for you later. This time one that won't destroy your hardware. Fuck you, Dylan. Yeah, exactly. Is that it was like, hey, this is a lot better for multiple reasons, so yeah. It's been a crazy few weeks around here. The few enforcers who didn't get their headbands fried have been pretty slack on the job, so there's a lot to clean up. I won't be handling the HSPD/enforcer cases from here on out. Too much coding to do. Instead, one of our new hires and some interns or someone will handle this stuff, so expect a message from them soon. See ya. Mass cleanup for all enforcers. Samantha here. Dylan asked me to do the HSPD stuff for today. Because only 2 enforcers had working headbands over the last 2 weeks, Hypnospace is a complete mess. We need you to go out there and clean up anything you can find. We won't be sending cases or reports in advance because we're completely swamped. I'll create cases for the violations you find, but only after you report the violations. If you want some direction, maybe look for people who gave you trouble last time. I will be assigning each of you cases individually after we clean up, but sifting through the individual reports from the last 2 weeks is going to take me some time. Fair enough. JJ, that's probably going to be next stream, because we only just got to this point, and it is getting a little bit deep into the time period that I'm usually doing stuff for. So, check on people who gave us trouble before, huh? Well, let's go find out about Tim. Oh. Alright, smarty pants. Eyeball. We got some fun shit actually here. So, yeah, so we've seen this. Makes a hacker group who should let old Tim hang out with them before more of their passwords get leaked. Winky face. My F list. Cracked programs, hacks, art viruses, and assorted mischief. So F list is starting to become a thing. Tim Again's Thanksgiving password feast.
Downloading Thanksgiving _F3AST.
What do you got for us, dude? Maybe you're not so bad. Alright. Tim Again's Thanksgiving password feast. Son of Tim here. My father spent 2 weeks collecting these passwords for you ungrateful bastards. Be thankful. P.S. My dad's also preparing a little Christmas surprise. Minx Underground Hacker Board. Dear Minx, let me post and I won't leak your passwords again. Formatting note, username, password. They will change these quickly. Try them all. Don't be _1, HS is trash, 93444. Reeking Inc, and actually reasonable password. Boobs, 69, noise pusher 69. Yeah, great thing. That's actually Dylan Merchant, spoiler alert. Jezzo, don't care, ABC123, slushmouth, 4664 664 219, God. Page 2, chit chat for Hypnos. So this is just a bunch of username, passwords. MS Adrian Merchant, password Falcon123. Good to see that. Zane Rocks on here. That Brassy Kid. And there's, is this one of the Horus people? MC Uzman. Real Chowderman, pass. I am the Chowderman, of course. What else would it be, right? So, we've got a Minx password. Why don't we go check that out? Do we have the Minx homepage marked here? We don't, actually. So, actually what we're going to do is we're going to mark once we log in. So, where's our password chart here? We're going to pin this. No, we don't have to pin that. So, if they're going to change the passwords quickly, apparently, we should probably deal with the one that is the most obviously doesn't care. So, Jezzo, don't care, ABC123. I don't think any of these actually get changed in this sequence, but let's do it anyway. Oh. Well, shit. We were able to get in, but it's all a NetSettler page. What a load of bullshit. Well, let's mark that with an eyeball anyway to make a note to come back here. Go back. And if we want an easy way to do that, because we can, in theory, just go raise a bunch of money and buy HypnoCure Pro to be able to deal with NetSettler. Or there's another way to get to it, and I just have to figure out what's an easy way to pull that off from here, because the area that I'm looking for we don't have yet, but no, that's HSPD headquarters. That's not where. Hypnospace Central. Alright, so I think the way to do this, Merchantsoft. About Merchantsoft. Scrolly. Roddy Wall. Roddy Wall is in Starport Castle Dream Station. Alright, so we go in here to the Sovereign Alliance of Imagination. We will explore this in more depth the next time through, but I just want to grab this thing that I don't 100% remember how you're supposed to find this information out, other than it's like, oh hey, I can scroll down here and there's nothing going on here. Let me take a look. And you scroll down here to a secret island with Hypnos Dream Tools by Reasoning. Ooh. Oh, we're in some big, interesting stuff here. Grab that. I know you... It's AI citation. I know you think you're, quote-unquote, above the rules. I'm pausing that because even though it's fantastic, it's going to interrupt my speaking. I know that you're, quote-unquote, above the rules, but please, no text visible in the freelance. It makes it feel like just a page and not another world. Sorry about the music. Make your own freelance if you don't like it. It's a free country. Gil SAI Steward. This song is incredibly stupid. Please stop re-adding it to my page or you'll come to regret it. Now, this must be a secret island that Reasoning has in store. Special deal, HypnoCure Pro for 1 HC. Well, it's probably not the nicest way to go about things, but do you really think that the old buddies at Merchant Soft actually need our I said hypno coins. I was about to say bitcoins, but I failed and said the actual thing instead. Alright, so let's install HS Toolkit. This allows us to do some pretty great stuff. And we install HypnoCure Pro. And excellent. We can remove viruses from quarantine if we want to give ourselves our viruses back again for some reason. So now, let's go to our view list here. Let's go into Minx, have a bad time. And we should have a safe mode button here somewhere. Oh, that's wrong. I misclicked. HypnoCure. And is that not it? Yeah, no virus is detected. You're good to go. Where's my damn safe mode button? Switch settings. Let's restart HypnoS. That's not. There we go. Just hit that. Right. My bad. So now we can read their secret message board. We got some interesting stuff going on here. We'll start from the bottom and go up. Introducing myself and message for Reasoning Inc. From Connie Connects. Wow. Hi everyone, my name is Connie and I run a small page in Goodtime Valley called Connie's Connections. It's a pleasure to meet you all. While I appreciate the message from Reasoning with the free, illegal, HypnoCure Pro download, you should know that you are criminally easy to track down. It's very nice of you to attempt to help the NS community, but you should cover your tracks more thoroughly next time. I quickly converted my page to the newer HS format, but many of the pages I linked to on Connie's Connections were NetSettler pages. A good portion of those users, or citizens I suppose, have unfortunately left Hypnospace as a result of this fiasco. Now most of my links go to pages that are no longer active. It's disappointing, and I'm very, very angry with Merchant Soft. Dumpy1 says, what in the world? Connie's Connections in Minx? How did you get in here? Does the whole Good Time gang know? I have no words. Reasoning is going to have a fit. Reasoning Inc. says, we meet again, Connie. I knew you'd eventually find us. I'd rather not find myself on the receiving end of your ire, so it comforts me that we seem to have a common enemy. Enjoy your stay here. I'm curious about this backstory, but Connie does work in InfoSec, I believe, so maybe there's something going on there. Also, I've just noticed that the little separator between the date and the reply count, it looks like it's supposed to be an ass that's sitting on a toilet or something. At least I think that's the intention. Although, of course, the way it's set up, it does kind of look like, well, boobs. Beef Brain worked. You're welcome. What's next for Jezzo? Let's take a look at this thread from the guy whose password we stole. I've still got some fresh Counselor Ronnie stuff coming, but that's getting old, and I think going too far with that may be into some trouble. Open-Eyed is fun because we blend in so well there. Any ideas? Maybe something with Bible Guy or Psychedelic Hippie Drug Guy? And here's boobs. Counselor Ronnie, oh god, I didn't even catch on to that. Well, whatever, just don't get too wild. Beef brain has already been expensive, what with our health experts and all. Still, it makes me laugh knowing how much Adrian would hate this. So, that's pretty close confirmation that it's Dylan under that. If you check Dylan's headband ID, it also has the same number. And of course, the Noise Pusher thing, he was under the name Noise Pusher for a while, so there you go. And this one too. Hey, ladies, new Outlaw testing. What you got here, Dylan? Dylan. So how about it? I've got a new alpha, really more of a beta almost, with some sweet new stuff in it. Still playing with bots, but I'm getting online going in the next week. Reekening says, I'm interested if only to see how unfathomably terrible your code is. Otherwise, I'd like to keep my headband from exploding. Thanks. Yeah, word of that got out pretty fucking fast, didn't it? You love Connie struggling to deal with Merchantsoft's dumb Hypnospace terminology. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Ideas for new dumpster trash from Dumpy1 here. For as many units as Merchantsoft are apparently moving, people sure don't post much new content. Anyone find anything particularly awful? Here's Dylan saying, oh, we have a new programmer working for us and she's a piece of work, constantly nagging and slowing me down. I'm slowly switching her over to HSPD, busy work, and finding a new programmer. Bull. Anyway, maybe find something on her and she'll cry and quit. MS Samantha. Jesus Christ, Dylan, you are a goddamn shitheel, my dude. Oh, also, it looks like not all the replies are here anymore. That's weird. I hate Hypnospace, but what else you got, Dumpy? Sometimes it is great. Coolfest 99 was better than any of us could have hoped. Chowderman losing a leg in a helicopter crash? Now you can't make this stuff. Wow, okay. That's pretty fucked up. Also, watching Cool Punk implode because of lip singing has been great. So, Dylan, official statements. Dylan says, yeah, this is a mess. The whole Cool Punk thing was stupid and we're about to do away with it. Dylan saw potential because of the Gray's Peak connection, but nah, there's no real movement except a few kids being weird online, and Gray's Peak are done with us. Yeah, you know, just borrowing trends for a little bit, killing them, and hopping away. Reekening says, it's interesting, the Cool Punk is dead guy and Father Fungus have matching headband IDs, same person. As far as I can tell, he worked with Freezer at some point or did music for him. His Fungus-style music sounds familiar. Also, Dylan, I thought you were the creative brother who didn't care about money. What changed? Getting some plot background here. And lastly, from Reekening, Tim and Minx, I kind of like the guy. Oh, I see. The thing that I was thinking before, it's because the replies are underneath. I'm an idiot. Tim and Minx, I kind of like the guy. He's got style. He can code. He's sick of Merchantsoft's utter incompetence. Let's give the guy a chance. I mean, Dylan is here, so why not? Also, I'm sick of having to remind everyone to reset their passwords. Dumpy1 says, hell no, he's like 13, bull. Dylan says, he has skills for a teenager, but I wouldn't trust him not to share too much. We wouldn't last another week if our lame interns found out. Admittedly, yeah, I feel like Tim is definitely kind of an egomaniac, so he would absolutely squeal if given a chance. Reekening, seriously? There is no we. You're the one who shouldn't be here, rich boy. Go back to working on your bad car game. What fun. Alright, so that is a big bit of business there. Anyway, let's go check in on Deep Into the Deep. We can fund Dimitri's... Nope, we can't. Sadly, my expedition was not funded. Maybe one day I will do it. Not today. Bye. Well, damn. I forgot that this was the case that we time skipped to, like, probably just after this. So, oops, we don't get to see that in this playthrough. However, I will take a moment to show off how I can deal with that. So, over here in Dream Tools, we got a lot of fun stuff. So, over here it says donate to the Hacks Gods. Donate, and it says positive values only, which should probably key you into the fact that you can donate a negative amount. Let's give them 10 Hypno Coins. The Hacks Gods accept your patronage. Okay. Donate. Let's try -10 this time. and see what happens. Do not steal from the Hacks Gods. You will be punished. Oops. And so we can go ahead and we can take any amount of money we want. So we could go -200 and we would be able... We don't see any consequences for this at any time. So we would be able to take that money and fund Dimitri's submarine trip. Does that mean he lives? I don't remember. I don't know if I've ever taken this path before, actually. Come to think of it. So let's take a look at some of the things we can do with Dream Tools before we log for the night. Sorry, hang now. These tools are built on MerchantSoft's internal debug tools. Some function identically to their original design. Some have had a little fun with, smiley face. Debug inbox.
You've got Hypno mail.
We can get debug mail if we want. Clear debug. And that removes our debug message. Neat. Alright, so Hippie, sound effects for Hippie's robot language only.
This is a test of Fart 1.
Oh, so it just
this is a test
drops
of Choir
random
1.
sound effect names, but it doesn't seem to actually play sound effects.
Chapter 1 Loomings. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money
Read
in
Moby
my
Dick
purse,
to us.
and nothing particular to interest me on shore,
Right.
I thought I would
Downloads.
sail
So
about
that
a
just
little and
pops
see
this
the
up, I
watery
guess.
part of the world. It is
Installer.
what I have of driving
Installing
off the
recursive
speed and
installer.
regulating the
Recursive installer
circulation.
installed successfully.
Whenever I find
Shut
myself
up.
growing grim about the mouth, downloading.
Shut up. Just wait for the current installation to complete. So yeah, it installs perpetually just for fun. Clear Explorer history, so we can go ahead and we can just nuke our browsing history. That's neat. Go home. Tunes! Alright, so this is where the real fun comes from, is that we can use this to pirate music. Override music speed, HSM only. Let's see if we can't find a good HSM track real quick. And by good, I mean I think we're going to
Music file added to Toonbox
take this
library.
piece of crap. And we can try speeding the music up, for example. And it sounds like a horrifying mess. Or we can slow it down. And it sounds like even more of a horrifying mess. We just mute tracks out of the HSM file. That's pretty cool. And we can mess with the pitch of the music, so that's another neat thing. What do we have? Do we have Chowderman on here, right? We can go ahead and we can mess with this. Cut it in half.
My title for life. If you're hoping to find me, just look into the light. It's not about
Going to
food, it's a life
double it.
in the rivers. I'm the eagle in the sky, and I'm ready for dinner. Life's a highway,
So that's
and I'm the car.
a thing we
If you
can
ride
do.
with Charles.
And of course we have the pirate button. Something something liability, blah blah, copyright infringement, BWL. Yep. So let's go ahead and let's find something real quick. I think I know what I'm gonna go grab. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna get some numbers here for stuff. Oh yeah, our numbers are all reset, right? Digital style? Is this what we're... No, we're looking for new style, pardon me. Yeah, and we're going to
download
that.
_sport anthem.
Like I said, I actually really enjoy this particular piece of music, so being able to just grab that real quick is neat. Take a look at our pets. So we can do some stuff to hack our digital pets, but we don't really need to bother with that. I don't think we can press buttons to max those out. And we can make them infinite if we want. We can mess around with the movement speed, how often they take a shit on our desktop. Even revive our dead pet if we want to. Over here, we've got some buttons to mess around with stickers. We can randomize our stickers, we can rotate stuff, reset. Desktop icons, we can put everything in the launcher. We have some patterns here that I've actually never played around with before. Purge everything from the launcher. Our launcher is empty, so pattern 1, that's pretty much a default. 2, everything along the bottom. 3, everything at the top. A little bit more annoying to use because of that bar up there, and that just appears to be random. So let's set it up like this, like. Oh, also we can see some minimalist wallpapers here. Very neat. This ether one is just bright white. Ow, my eyes. Target, focus. Let's get a better look at that. You can see. Yeah. And void is just going to be solid black. So yeah, that's all pretty neat stuff. Let's go ahead and let's reapply our skulls, though. And that is going to do it for today's session. Next time I stream, we will be starting in on the second day proper.